up, DMAC? My kid almost got arrested yesterday trying to go get Lamine Yamal's autograph, apparently.
Free Henry!
Yeah, I told Henry you can't go back. And
Leave Henry alone!
And he said, I'm going!
Let's give me autographs.
Man, I think he needs to stay away.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, baby. Let's
that
go.
Is a good-looking 97-1 The Fan.
You like that? I'm double merching. Hat. This is an authorized one, though. This is an authorized one from the station, from the company. This is extremely clean. Love the logo. Love the black. Had to put it right on for this show, baby.
You look good.
Yo.
Let's get it.
Yes.
Great show line. I'm excited.
Fired up.
Hero coming up. We're gonna rock a little. What are we doing? Kuminga. We have a plan for how the Lakers land Jonathan Kuminga. Reached out to some evaluators, what the fit might look like. We're gonna not go after the Christian Pulisic moment of horror for him continues, and we're gonna get into some of the big voices in sports breaking down the disappointment that was America's supposed best player in the World Cup and whether it's gone too far. We got a little hardwood headlines. We're going to hear a lot of Dodgers stuff. We got lots to get into. Call us, 855-97-LA-FAN. Hang out on the stream, at the Fan LA, at the Fan LA. By the way, I just went on a Cleveland radio station with my guy Nick Wilson, and maybe that's what it feels like when you do this show, where you think you're going in to be like just have fun, and then they're like, "I'm gonna get you." Apparently, they played. Was this week or last week?
This week.
When I said they should hold Bronny hostage.
Yeah.
And they played the whole thing. They played 2 minutes, and they came on. They said, "What do you think now? Do you defend this now?" And I go, "I'm gonna be honest. Sounds even smarter hearing it back than I thought it was the first time I said it." They didn't like that.
You're like, what a great take. Who made it? All right, that's me.
It's really smart.
It's a fire take.
Then they said, "Do you and your co-host hate each other yet?" And I said, "I love my co-host."
Oh, my goodness.
And they go, "He hates you."
What?
That's what they said.
They're basing it off of what?
They said, "Trust me." He goes home to his wife and he hates you. I go, "I don't think so."
My boy. I love you more than my wife.
He called me soccer boy.
Yeah.
All right. 855-97 LA fan. That's what just happened.
Hey.
Come on, Nick Wilson.
Were they basing that off the show, or they just assume?
I think my sense
Probably
was
fans, right?
from Nick's co-host, I think they hate each other. is my feeling. You know where you go out with a couple for dinner and you realize that they hate each other and they want to get divorced, and they're like, "So, you guys got a divorce attorney yet?" And you're like, "No, man, what are we talking about here?" I think they were talking about themselves.
Ah, yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
They're projecting.
You're my guy.
I see it.
Even though you're going to come after me here. That's fine. I deserve it. I've earned it. All right. Dodgers, big 4-3 win. We're going to get into Roki. He is a perplexing talent to evaluate, including yesterday. But the game began in a very beautiful way. And we have, I think, correctly, would you say accurately, talked about Kyle Tucker's struggles and not living up to the contract, DMAC, here on DMAC and Reiter on 97.1 The Fan. So when things go well, flowers as well. We're not here to hate. We're here to tell the truth. That's what we do for Los Angeles and Southern California. 2 outs yesterday. Bases were loaded. First inning. It was already 1-0 Dodgers on a pass ball. And Kyle Tucker at the plate. Big situation. A disappointment often this year. Came through.
Shot to left field. Moniak can't get it. Tucker delivers a 2-out, 2-run single, and the Dodgers cash in the first.
So 3-0, things are looking good. Let's get it. And then Alex Call came to the plate. And as we all know, there's this thing called the ABS challenge system. Did I say it right? And you get 2 of those. You don't want to burn him. You don't want to make a mistake. He made 2 mistakes, and you can hear the consternation from all of Dodgers land, really, in this clip. And Alex Call twice challenging when he should not have.
Hughes to the plate and Call. Takes strike 2.
Oh, no. No. So the first one was okay. I can kind of see it because it's a 2-0 count or 1-1. But you can't use 2 challenges. I mean, that just... Whether you're right or wrong, you can't challenge the second.
DMAC, the system's new. But what do you think the general punishment is going to be when you Alex Call this thing? When the first inning, you were erroneous on all counts, both of your team's challenges, and then there are no more.
Yeah, that was bad. That was definitely not a good look for Alex Call. Alex blown call. Alex made 2 bad calls. I mean, the first one was definitely defensible. Certainly. The second one, though,
I didn't see it.
It was just
I was in the car.
An inch off the plate. up and away. The second one was clearly a strike. He should not have done it. It felt very instinctive, and Alex Call is someone that, if he was qualified, he'd be elite when it comes to drawing walks. So he has a great understanding of the strike zone. But, my man, you cannot burn through your challenges at the beginning of the game when you are Alex Call, right? If that is another player in the lineup, maybe you get the green light, maybe in that situation. You cannot do that. There was a game a couple weeks ago where Randy Arozarena did that for the Mariners. They ended up losing. Thankfully, the Dodgers didn't lose the game, but Dave Roberts said after the game that they didn't have to have a conversation with Call about it just because it was an outlier moment. So I am not going to say that anything needs to be happening as far as him being El Benchoed or anything like that, but you got to learn.
Alex can't make that call. I'm trying to hear on DMAC and Reiter. Look, I'm not going to overreact. And we're going to get to Kyle Tucker, and then we're going to get to Roki, and then we're going to get to whatever else we're going to get to. I will say this. No punishment. Not angry. Co-sign what you just said. DMAC, Dave Roberts had a little say. Alex Call is not allowed to challenge a pitch in the month of July. It's just nope. You strike out, bro.
Yeah, it was
Unless
bad.
It's like the ninth inning or something.
It's one of those
No
things.
more challenges for Alex Call.
Yeah, so you're just banning him from I'm still giving him the green light in certain spots to challenge.
I'm not.
Because he has that is what he does. Like, this is a guy that's made famous the bat drop, bat flip on a walk. This is his identity.
He just made something else famous. You know what that is? Not knowing how balls and strikes work.
The first one was defensible, the second one was bad.
Can we get him on to explain a strike zone?
Yeah, and
there's a zone.
The issue I did have with it, though, was the smile after the fact. There was this smile.
Why the smile?
Like, it was just a smile.
He was embarrassed.
Frown. Be upset. Break your helmet. Throw your bat. Do something. Look frustrated. But there was this smile
you
to
want
it.
the Dalton rushing?
Go full Dalton rushing
else.
in that situation. Yeah. But like, maybe at least give it a week. Maybe you ban it for a week.
Okay, a week.
But still, this is someone who he like you point out though, he got slammed. He got slammed on the social medias, on the interwebs. It was a close game.
4-3, but and we'll get to the Roki stuff. But it was not definitive for much of the game whether or not that moment, those two moments by Call was gonna blow the game.
Yeah, and you had a 3-0 lead. You had a couple runners on base. You had a chance to blow it wide open early on, give Roki Sasaki a big-time cushion, a lot of run support. And it was a moment where you just scratch your head like, bro, you can't be doing that in that situation. I will say, though, a little bit. I know I feel
you're going, and I like it.
I'm
not putting you down.
I'm going easier on Call. I'm not going easy on the people calling him out, though. I feel like people were trying to make it seem like the dude had just done that late in the game in a tougher situation. Alex Call has been as good of a fourth outfielder this season as anyone you could ask for.
Not disparaging his excellence, but I am saying that, we're in agreement. What he did yesterday is so boneheaded. You know what it is? It is the equivalent almost to what Miggy Rojas did the day before on the second play, where just the sort of, not the physical error, but when he forgot to cover, where it's just a mental error. And in this case, didn't cost the Dodgers the game, but those are the ones, I think Miggy said this, right? Those are the ones that are more frustrating because guys are going to make physical mistakes. On the first challenge, dude, you got to just be like, I can't use it. You just have to be able to think about that in that context.
You do. And here's the thing. If that was Game 7 of the World Series and he did that, the dude would be public enemy number one. It's like, get him off my team. Don't let him back on the bus. Don't let him fly back to L.A. or fly to your next opponent's team. Like, you are donezo, bro.
Greyhound bus.
You can't do that. Greyhound, whatever the situation is, and when it's a big game, that's fine. So I think it's good. It happens against a blast plays team when you already have 14 games in the division. It's a learning moment. I was ready to come on here and slam Alex Call, dove into his numbers, understood, too, that this is not a reckless hitter typically. This is someone who, yes, you need to be more judicious with your challenges, but this is not a repeat offender. I think that we give him a pass, okay?
All right,
it's a comma, not a period.
Last thought.
Yeah.
He might have been a bit of a repeat offender because he did it twice in a row. But no, you know what? Semantics, that's not fair.
Same at bat.
I'm sorry. You're
back
right.
to back.
Alex Call's great. He's amazing. And he has been. Kyle Tucker's obviously had a really rough year. And you've said this. You've made this point. It's the right point. I have absorbed it into my sort of framework of thinking about baseball and about sports. One game does not solve a problem. I'm not going to pretend that at bat for Kyle Tucker in the first inning solves whatever problems Kyle Tucker has had. But it was really, it felt good to I heard it while I was driving, and it was good to see later. And I'm happy for Kyle Tucker. I don't know if it leads to sort of a more of a spark, but very cool that he was able to battle through with the bases loaded and 2 outs, get that single, get a couple more runs across the plate, and ultimately they were very important in that game.
Yeah, it was a good moment for Kyle Tucker, who continues to produce. They made an adjustment in his approach where his stride was a little longer throughout most of the season. And then Aaron Bates, the Dodgers hitting coach, they noticed it. And now if you look at his at-bats, the stride is a lot shorter. The stride is a little more compact, because the thing with Kyle Tucker and what we've seen from him throughout his career is he has the ability to have his bat path through the zone longer just because he can maintain that swing. But when his swing doesn't go right, it starts to drift. And we saw a lot of drifting because the longer stride, the stride is shorter. You see more success. And here's the thing, Bill. The Dodgers have great hitting coaches. The Dodgers have great teammates. They have great management. But I think the number one reason why Kyle Tucker is out of his slump is because of this guy right here, DMAC. I got some stats for you.
Hold on, bro. You can't talk about you just tell me you want to be praised, and I will do it as your partner.
Can I give you some stats?
Who? You or DMAC?
Both of us.
Bill Reiter wants it. See how that sounds? Bill Reiter's no, dude. First of all, we do a just so everyone knows how DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports, works. We do a pre-show meeting where we sort of, what should we talk about? And I can't remember. I may have missed it. You being like, you know what we're going to do in the open? We're going to praise me, Reiter. We're going to get into my greatness. How are you?
Okay.
How are you the guy that turned around Kyle Tucker?
Okay. So we all know that Miguel Rojas went to his Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and he trolled me because on this show I said that Kyle Tucker was rarely at his locker. And then after that, Miguel Rojas posted... Never, rarely. Okay, semantics.
Has never been to his locker a single time, I believe was the quote.
Yeah. He gets...
I think I'm looking up. Does not even know where his locker is.
Has he been inside the Dodgers clubhouse? No, but Miguel Rojas posted a picture of Kyle Tucker at his locker with the caption saying, Tuck at his locker, and a shrug emoji. Mm-hmm. And then you had people writing about it, people saying that 97.1 The Fans, Doug McCain says that Kyle Tucker's never at his locker. Well, before Miguel Rojas...
Before and after DMAC.
...trolled me, Kyle Tucker in 75 games hitting .234, was 1% below league average offensively. Since that trolling... He's hitting .341 with a .442 on base, a .432 slug, and a .150 weighted runs created plus. It's the third best offensive number streak on the team behind just Freddie Freeman and Tommy Edman. It's better than Shohei, better than Eddie Paz, better than Betts, better than Muncy.
What's the 13 games? 13 games, okay.
13 games.
I love it.
So if I have to get booed for Dodgers players to get cheered, I'll be here for it.
Man, I like how you puffed out your chest there, because you weren't feeling that way day two of the story.
Yeah, I wasn't. And obviously, it's...
I like it.
It's a testament to his hard work and perseverance and the great coaches.
Can I try this? Can I try what you just did? Let me... Sorry, I did it wrong. Here on DMAC and Reiter. Can Bill Reiter try it?
Yes.
I don't know if you know this, but LeBron James struggled to win a championship when he was in Cleveland, his first time there, and then went to Miami, and Bill Reiter called him petulant. I think I looked it up once. I think it was 193 times over the course of the season in the columns I wrote, and ever since then, LeBron James has won 4 NBA championships and made himself maybe the best player of all time. I feel like I also get some credit.
I think that you are...
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think
I tried it out.
There's some contribution there.
Yours is real. By the way, I really like giving you a hard time, and it's fun. It makes me smile. And no Cleveland, Ohio radio host.
Cleveland!
We don't hate each other.
This is for you!
We'll have to talk about later. It's interesting to hear the framework from another perspective of people who are very put out that LA is mad at LeBron. But I pointed out to them, you were all mad at LeBron when I was on your radio show years ago when he left. Or here. Okay, so I do think that you contributed to Kyle Tucker, but I'm being serious actually. So like one of the things about sports that I think is really interesting is that it matters in a deep and meaningful way to the people who care. The reason that we have this radio station and that wherever you're listening on the FM, on 97.1, on the stream at the Fan LA, it's because you love sports too. And yet there is a lot of wealth, and there is sort of a bubble, and there are sycophants who surround athletes all the time. And I would argue that there are some media ecosystems, including in LA, that become very friendly and maybe not as aggressive as they should be. And sometimes hearing the hard thing as a radio host, as a husband, as a salesperson, as a teacher, as a baseball player is really important. I don't know who that mattered was saying the hard thing to Kyle Tucker. And you did, and it blew up, and that's what happened. And I actually do think that you and the station 97.1 The Fan, by extension, are a significant part of the reason that Kyle Tucker might have snapped out of it, because somebody, metaphorically speaking, needed to shake this guy, and you shook him with the truth, and I like it.
So can I get a little bit of that $60 million contract this year?
No, but
Can I get a little bit of that bag?
I'll buy you an Arthur J. Old Fashioned next time you want to hang out.
Arthur J.
On me.
Yeah.
Those things are like not nothing.
Yeah, they're not. They're very, very tasty. Here's the thing, too, about Kyle Tucker. And I firmly do believe this. I think that he's going to have a strong second half. It's like a volcano. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's not going to erupt. I think that he's going to erupt in the second half of the season. I think he... Why are you laughing, dude?
This is fun. It's a good one. You're like, it's a volcano. I'm like, where's it going? Is he going lava? Is he going the hike up to the top? Is he going the smoke? I'm always just like, where's it going?
Well, here's the thing. In his defense, look, Bo Bichette, Alex Bregman, two guys that signed big contracts, one with the Mets, one with the Cubs. They've struggled this season. Fernando Tatis Jr., Rafael Devers, Trey Turner, Vladimir Guerrero. There's been a lot of players around Major League Baseball that have struggled. The good news for Kyle Tucker is they found something mechanically and from a feel standpoint. He's done batting practice after games for a long stretch. Typically, that does not happen. So, feeling a lot better about Kyle Tucker's success, and feeling a lot better too about just the Dodgers lineup, because we talked about it yesterday with Kyle Tucker. Ideally, maybe goes to the 2-hole, but last night looked a little better.
I was gonna get there. We can get there. I pointed out that Andy Pages has not hit well in that Dodgers 2 spot. In fact, one of the sort of Dodgers shows or blogs, or there's like a big Dodgers ecosystem out there, as you know, DMAC, put out a tweet yesterday. So I think maybe they were listening to the show. They went and they cracked the code. They got into the data. Pages 2 spot this year, hitting 240, 746 OPS, only 5 home runs, only 18 runs driven in. Hasn't been very good. And yesterday, Tommy Edman was there. And you know what? I'll let you take over. What happened with Tommy Edman in the 2-hole?
Well, yesterday we were having a really heated argument. Got all heated all of a sudden.
Who did? You and who?
Me and Mr. Bill Reiter.
Oh,
me and Mr. Bill Reiter.
Me.
Okay?
Oh, okay. Checks notes. Okay, that's fair.
And we talked about who should be in that 2-hole about Kyle Tucker. And I firmly do believe. Let's run it. It's like a volcano. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's not going to erupt.
Let's just say that you and I get to play co-managers
in the second half
for 2 weeks. And I am putting Ohtani in the 2-hole. You can't change it. Who do you put in leadoff?
That's the thing. I can just throw out names.
No, I don't want you to throw out names. I want you to give me a good answer.
Probably say Tommy Edman right now.
Tommy Edman?
What? Okay, so first of all, just your reaction right there was so condescending. Absolutely. You looked at me like I had 3 heads and 4 ears and 6 eyes, like I'd said the most insane thing ever. Last night we saw with Tommy Edman.
I thought you were being dismissive.
Oh, it was
that
you.
That was my take. I'm like, who'd you put in leadoff? Leadoff.
You're like, Tommy Edman? What are you thinking?
How long was that clip you just played? Burst 3 seconds? I feel like there might be another 20 seconds. But
airtime is precious.
Please, no, it's not.
Okay. Well,
we have a 4-hour show.
I've learned from you. Okay. Well, here's the thing.
You're precious to me.
Tommy Edman last night, 2 hits,
okay,
both off of batting as a lefty to a righty, both to spark rallies, and Tommy Edman, I think, has the potential to be the perfect number 2 hitter if they want to keep him in that spot, because Will Smith is injured. Kyle Tucker is having some success down the lineup. I do think ultimately I would like to see them put Tucker potentially back in the 2-hole. Tommy Edman, though, what he says is his approach stays the same, whether he's batting 7th, 8th, 9th, or 2nd. And if you put Tommy Edman, a guy that's a switch hitter, a guy that can hit left and right, they need a guy that can hit lefties. He can do it. I think Tommy Edman is that guy. So I think you should give him a chance.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You made a great point. You played the clip yesterday. You were pushing for... So I was in the car. My drive's longer than yours. I thought Tommy Edman hit in the 2 spot yesterday. Was he the leadoff hitter yesterday? He was the leadoff hitter?
No.
Did he hit in leadoff?
Wait, no.
So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm wrong on. I'm wrong on him doubting that he should be the leadoff hitter. The clip you played is that I doubt that he should be the leadoff hitter. He wasn't the leadoff hitter yesterday.
Yeah, but that's the spot you want to see him in, like ultimately, right? Top of the lineup.
No, you wanted him in that spot. I doubted you.
What do you mean?
The clip I believe you played is me saying to you, dude, if you're going to play a clip to get me, you got to know what the clip says. I believe the clip that you played is me saying to you, who do you want to hit leadoff? And you say Tommy Edman, and I'm incredulous. And now you're pointing it out, but he didn't hit leadoff yesterday.
Well, the point I was trying to make, was that really what the clip said?
Yeah, let's play it again.
There must be another part we went to another spot.
You're the one that pulled this clip, not me. Let's play it. Let's just say that you and I get to play co-managers for 2 weeks. And I am putting Ohtani in the 2-hole. You can't change it. Who do you put in leadoff?
That's the thing. I can just throw out names.
No, I don't want you to throw out names. I want you to give me a good answer.
Probably say Tommy Edman right now. So
Tommy Edman?
So I think there's a different part. There's a different part of that somewhere where
you pulled it.
But we talked about my main thing was keeping Ohtani in the second. I'll find a different clip.
God, I'm like in the court, and you're like, "Here's the evidence," and then the judge is like, "This actually frees him. He's actually not guilty. Are you sure?"
We'll find another part of that where.
What do you mean?
Because the argument that we had yesterday was you had Shohei Ohtani. You were adamant that you wanted to keep him. You want to move him in the 2-hole, right?
Yeah. Well, look, if Tommy Edman can
my point was that you want to keep Shohei in the leadoff spot unless you put Kyle Tucker up there.
Okay.
And if you're not going to do that, Tommy Edman makes sense.
I love that point. I'm not sure it's the conversation we're having yesterday, but it's a great point. I will say this. If Tommy Edman can go 2 for 4 every single day in the 2 spot, or 1 for 3, or hit better than 240 with a 746 OPS, I'm here for it. I'll just quote you to you because I value your Dodgers info a ton. A single game doesn't break a streak, not for Tommy Edman, and certainly not for the Dodgers in the 2-hole.
Well, also, I mean, look, here's the thing. I mean, like we said yesterday, too, is when you are the Dodgers, you have a lot of misplayed guys that were slumping in different spots in the 2-hole. Kyle Tucker, then it was Freddie, then it was Mookie. Tommy Edman's a guy who's hot, and you're taking advantage of at the right time in that spot. So even when Andy Pages gets healthy, even when he's back, I would keep Tommy Edman in the 2-hole.
Didn't go entirely the way you planned, though, right?
There's got to be another clip in there where I'm talking about something different. So,
I'm here
yeah.
for it.
I'll find it.
Is this did the Cleveland radio station have a psychic prediction?
No.
You're my guy.
My opinion doesn't change.
It's amazing that Edman was great, and it would be. I mean, obviously, Ohtani in the leadoff spot is perfect. If they can just get some production from the 2 spot. We haven't talked about Roki Sasaki. He is perplexing. It's hard to get our arms around what he is, and if you're out there and you think you know whether or not Roki Sasaki is really talented, a waste of space, a guy that should be in the bullpen, someone to give more time to, whatever your view, give us a call, 855-97-LA-FAN, because DMAC and I are going to try to riddle it out. What is Roki Sasaki next year on DMAC and Reiter? Back into the show, it's DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. DMAC, I'm very curious what you and the rest of LA, you all want to call in, 855-97.
It is up.
LA Fan. We already got some callers calling in. Make of Roki Sasaki. Yesterday, not a great start, but he did finish. Gave up 2 runs in the first and a run in the third. But his final sort of line, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks, 4 hits, a base on ball. He gave up another home run. He gave up 2 home runs. And so far this year, here are his yearly stats. Like getting aside from his ERA, which is above 5.33, I think. 81 innings pitched, 80 strikeouts. And of the 77 hits he has given up, 19 of them, 24% of the hits he has given up are home runs this year. But when I watch him in the moments where he's pitching well, right? 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs it's a quality start. He's got electric stuff when he can get control of it.
He absolutely does. I mean, I think that you saw last night there was a lot of really good swing and miss in there, 17 total. When he has conviction, when he has confidence, and when he can execute on pitches that are not going to miss out over the plate, he could be a very good pitcher. I mean, I think yesterday the big difference for Roki was once he just got through that big jam where it looked like the wheels were going to completely fall off of him, where it looked like he was going to be done, where he had runners on second and third, he had no outs, and he was able to get out of that jam unscathed. It felt like there was a difference in I can just go out there and grip it and rip it. I can trust my stuff and I can throw. Because as you point out, the home run balls, that's what we said yesterday before the game, was the home run ball is what really makes him from going from this, hey, I could be one of the best young pitchers in baseball, to one where it's, hey, should we send him down to the minor league level for a little more seasoning and allow him to make some adjustments. So, yeah, it's rough. I mean, his home runs per 9 at 204, that is the 4th highest for any pitcher in Major League Baseball with a minimum of 80 innings. So if he could keep it in the yard like Justin Robleski's done all season, he could be a really good big league pitcher, but it's easier said than done.
Of his 4, he only surrendered, 4 hits yesterday. Half of them were home runs. And in a lot of ways, he's a Rorschach test. If you think he sucks, you can see that every outing. If you think he's dynamic and can be, as you noted, the best pitcher or one of the best pitchers in baseball, you can see that. If there's something else you believe in Roki Sasaki, great bullpen arm, whatever it is, he can be the 5th starter. You see it every single outing. 855-97 LA Fan. What do you see? Let's go to Mike from Riverside. Mike, thanks for hanging out, dude. You're on DMAC and Reiter.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
So I think Roki's he's been, of course, inconsistent. I don't want to say he needs to go back into the bullpen because he does need to have quality starts. But with a team like the Rockies, not really a good team. I think it's a team that could help him with his confidence. I will say though, when the postseason comes around, he should go back into the bullpen only because we all know how elite he was last postseason. So he definitely should not be starting in the postseason. Just go back into the bullpen. But when it comes to starting, I think that they should find him clear teams to really pitch him against.
That's interesting, Mike. Yeah.
For the 2-hitter, the perfect 2-hitter is probably Will Smith. Because he's the most consistent hitter last season. He was batting 300, better than Freddie.
Mike, love the call, dude. Love you diving in. Appreciate you. Are you down to, would you be willing to calibrate a pitcher's starts around the actual opposition for the sake of confidence?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think that we've seen Roki Sasaki had his best start against the Angels, but if you look, last night, he gutted through that outing. He still, by definition, gave them a quality start. It was 6 innings. He went 3 runs total, had the 2 home runs and the sac fly, but this is what you need to do with young pitchers. Who's the pitcher we all want? Who's the big white whale this season, right? It is Tarek Skubal, right? Tarek Skubal, he's the hot name. Everyone wants him, myself included. What was his ERA his first season? At the same age as Roki Sasaki. Tarek Skubal had a 5.63 ERA.
That's a great pull, dude.
The next season, a 4.34 ERA. You see a lot of young pitchers, and this is the price of going through this development. Patience is the price of admission for greatness. And I think everyone just wants Roki Sasaki to be Daniel LaRusso and just be the Karate Kid where you go out there and you're already good without the wax on, wax off stage, right? Without doing the little things. Mr. Miyagi didn't just give Daniel LaRusso the trophy and he was a champion. It took time. And I think that for the Dodgers, the reason why I feel like it's a little more magnified is just because he was this phenom coming from Japan, and they think that he was going to be a finished product. He was never going to be a finished product. It was always going to require this development phase, and a couple things I don't want to see with Roki Sasaki. One, I do not want to see them put him in the bullpen, because if he goes the bullpen, you stretch him down. You also limit his pitch mix, so then he can't develop as a starting pitcher. For him to be a good big league starting pitcher, he needs 3 to 4 pitches. If you go to the bullpen, his pitch mix goes down. Also, if you send him down to the minor league level, I think that could stunt his growth, because as Andrew Friedman and the organization always likes to say, when you're in the last 10% of your development, you need to do it in the show to get real progress, to get real gain. So, like I said, patience is the price of admission for greatness. Allow this team, the fans, be patient with Roki, and I want to see him in the rotation. Even if that means Emmett Sheehan goes to the bullpen. You got to think of the long game.
I love it, dude. I love it, and that's bold and it's aggressive. DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. By the way, we're going to try something different today at 5:30. It's basically what would be the podcast equivalent of a mailbag. So if you have comments, if you have thoughts, they can be sports thoughts, you want to know Doug's favorite color, whatever it is, you can either put a comment on the stream on YouTube at The Fan LA, just drop it in there, and Sammy and Bursch are going to try to keep an eye out for it. Doug and I will too. We're going to collect those. We'll answer your questions at 5:30. Or you can certainly hit us up on X at DMAC_LA, at SportsWriter for me, or at The Fan LA, on X. I just got this. I literally got this as we were coming on to the show. Some new betting odds dropped for Tarek Skubal's next team if he's not a member of the Detroit Tigers. And there's a big change here. Can I read this to you and get your take?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not great for the Dodgers. It's not terrible. Okay, I'll work my way backwards. Chicago Cubs 14-1, Texas Rangers 10-1, Padres 10-1, Atlanta Braves 8-1. Two teams are at 7-1 to get Skubal if he moves on from Detroit at the deadline. The Mets and the Phillies. The New York Yankees are 4-1. The second most likely team is the Dodgers at 2-1. But 4-5, which means a favorite to have Skubal, is the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, and that's always been my biggest fear for the last couple of months, is that the Brewers are the team that I would least like to see Tarek Skubal go to. If he goes to the Brewers, that is very scary, because we know that the Dodgers and the Brewers, they have a long history of playing very competitive baseball in the postseason from the 2018 NLCS. Last year, the Dodgers did sweep Milwaukee, but there's very competitive games early on in that series. And I would say the 3 best teams in Major League Baseball that develop pitching, it's the Dodgers, the Brewers, and the Guardians. Which order? That's to be debated.
That's interesting.
But the Brewers are absolutely elite. They are world-class when it comes to getting the most out of starting pitchers, and you're not going to really have to teach Tarek Skubal a ton, but I think that'd be a great situation for him. And that's why yesterday, when that news came out about Tarek Skubal and the fact that he was basically lobbying and pushing for his own team to be buyers to help that Tigers team, my first thought was, hey, the best thing that could happen to the Dodgers outside of getting Tarek Skubal is Tarek Skubal staying with the Tigers, right? He can't hurt you as much in Detroit, or it's unlikely that he's going to hurt you. And if you have to face Tarek Skubal on the Tigers, guess what? That means you already made it to the World Series. Guess what? That means you would still be heavily favored in that World Series, even if Tarek Skubal is on the Tigers. If he stays in the National League and you had to face him on the Brewers, you could be in a position where you have to face Skubal and Mizorowski in a short series potentially, or in a 7-game series in the NLCS. And if you have the rest days in the NLCS, you could still see Skubal multiple times. You could see Skubal, Mizorowski 4 times in a 7-game series. That could be scary.
DMAC, we got to go in about 30 or 40 seconds, but I'm curious your perspective on this here on DMAC and Reiter. I know it's a guess, not holding you to it. Nobody aggregate this. It's an imperfect science, but if you had to guess what Roki Sasaki is in 2 seasons, 2 years from now, do you think he's a Dodger, and what do you think his role, his level is?
100% he's a Dodger. He's going to get a long leash. I still hold out hope that, like I said, look at Skubal. If you ask people that question when he was at his lowest points early, they probably wouldn't think he'd be an all-star, multi-time Cy Young pitcher. I think that Roki Sasaki will be an all-star pitcher one day because the stuff that he has, you can't teach. You can't teach that level of fastball velocity. You can't teach that forkball that he has. Also, he wants to be great, and he's going to be given every opportunity to be great. He's with the best team, with the best coaches. I'm still all in on Roki Sasaki, not selling one bit of stock. I bought all the house on Roki Sasaki Island. I'm living here full time, my man.
I love it, dude. And it's so interesting because the Dodgers are normally playing for right now, and as you have noted, DMAC, they are chasing a third consecutive World Series championship. That is rarefied air. Roki is one of those guys, and I know he contributed last year, who's for the future, right? And he's got this sort of bizarre situation where his learning curve, his minor leagues, his sort of how do I figure this out is going to happen at the major league level. And it's just a reminder, as good as the Dodgers are, they're also always restocking and planning for the future. They always have a plan, even if I or other people kind of get caught up in whatever's going on in the moment for a Roki Sasaki. And he was good yesterday. DMAC and Reiter, the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. We are going to get into our heroes of the day, and then we have a couple surprises for you. At least I do. I know DMAC has a few as well. Next on DMAC and Reiter. is Doug McCain. I am Bill Reiter. This is DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. If you're hanging out on the radio, on the FM, on 97.1, and you want to call us, the phone number is 855-97-LA-FAN. Every day, most days, in this slot, we nominate some heroes of the day. 4 become finalists. Sammy and Bursch pick them, and then you get to vote over on the YouTube stream, at the Fan LA, at the Fan LA. I'm just going to surrender on the Tommy Edman thing by nominating him. You were right. I was wrong. He's great. I'm not. He was awesome yesterday. It was really nice to see some production on the 2 spot. He was 2 for 4 2 runs, as you noted.
Probably won't get a hit again. He might never get a hit again.
Did I just curse him?
Maybe. I mean, it's too early.
I did it.
You want to crown him? Crown him.
Hero yesterday.
Yeah. But a hero, yeah. Deserving of a hero, though.
For the Daily Hero.
Yeah.
The production in that 2 spot's been, and I don't know, it doesn't make any, we can talk about it and argue about it. It doesn't make sense. It's like arguing about why a coin comes up heads 11 times in a row. It shouldn't happen, but it has. So, Tommy Edman, nice job. You are one of my nominees for Hero of the Day.
Nice. Okay, I'm going with Joe Davis.
Oh,
10th season as the Dodgers broadcaster, play-by-play for Sportsnet LA. He's really done the unthinkable. He's really accomplished the impossible, filling the shoes of Vin Scully, which no one can do, but he has turned into the voice of baseball. When Vin Scully, for so many years, 67 to be exact, was the Dodgers broadcaster, he would call World Series because the team that won went to the World Series. But Vin Scully, he's one of those Messi-level, undisputed GOATs at his craft, and Joe Davis has taken that torch and ran with it, and yeah, gotta love Joe Davis, man. Some of the best calls we'll ever see. Freddie meet Gibby, and I think, too, like, he just does an individual, unique call for every home run, which I love. And it just, like, comes from the heart. Absolutely incredible. Try to get him on the show.
That's one of the best nominees that we've had. You said this earlier, I can't believe it's been 10 years, and so when I was doing a different radio show that, I don't even know if that station still exists, but if it does, you shouldn't listen to it. You should listen to 97.1 The Fan here in LA. Have I told you this, that Vin Scully came in and did an hour of radio with me?
No, you mentioned meeting Vin Scully. You never dove into it.
It was life-changing.
That's absolutely insane.
It was. So you're probably the same way, right? When you're around enough athletes, and I did politics before this long ago, I don't really get nervous around athletes or people anymore. I was and normally in radio, when I used to fill in for Jim Rome, I would get nervous in the beginning, and then you kind of get into a vibe. Almost anything you do, you stop being nervous. 3, 4, 5, 6. I was nervous the entire hour. The entire hour, I was just in awe, and he was such a kind man, as you would imagine. But he was. I mean, he was. So to fill those shoes of the greatest to ever do it, and maybe the kindest to ever do it, is for Joe is so incredible. And I know this is an unfair comp, but I want to ask you, because I was doing this Cleveland radio hit where they asked if we hate each other, and I said we love each other, and they asked basically why are LA fans such jerk faces to LeBron. And after pointing out that Cleveland was like that, I said, one of it, there's a lot of factors. One is he had to fill Kobe's shoes, which is hard. What was a harder fill? The next star after Kobe or the next Dodgers broadcaster after Vin?
I would say that's a really good question, because there's 2 different things. I do think that the next broadcaster after Vin, he was under a lot of criticism because of just the high standards, and then people realized, wow, this guy's incredible. He did fill in for Vin a couple times in 2015, so it kind of made the transition, I think, a little easier. But yeah, I think to me, if you was just, they would probably go through so many different broadcasters to get to anyone that was semi-competent after Vin Scully. Dude. Whereas the Lakers, you had some time after that. So I go Vin and Joe Davis, man. Just an incredible run he's been on. I'm not an anti-Joe Buck guy. I think he's amazing at his job, so I don't mean this as a put down. I mean, I think our Joe is better than that Joe. I think Davis is the best that does it, and I will admit that I was incredulous when he got the job. I don't even want to be a play-by-play guy, but I'm like, this young guy is going to fill in for Vince Scully. Good luck, dude. And obviously, he's been amazing. And by the way, not a nominee, but a shout-out to Lon Rosen, who I've known, and he's an intimidating man. And I don't have anything bad to say about him, but he's not warm and friendly, right? Like, that guy, if I remember right, is the one who identified Joe Davis. That's my memory, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But he's obviously like an important of the Dodgers and was Magic Johnson's guy. And I think he's I remember from when this happened, him being me hearing from people in the know, he was the guy who identified Joe as a talent. That's that's massive. To make the call is hard. Okay, I'm gonna nominate Kyle Tucker. I mean, dude, like,
I don't want you and I don't want Kyle Tucker to fail just because we're honest about his struggles. And yesterday, again, it's first inning. It was early in the game, but that bases loaded 2-out single that drove in a couple runs and made it 3-0, which they ended up needing, as we all know. They won 4-3 eventually. Really critical. Good job, Kyle Tucker. Nominated.
Yeah, it's a good pull. I'm going Kylian Mbappe. 20 career goals in the World Cup, scoring against Morocco. And Mbappe just owns the World Cup, man. And, of course, he still needs to win Champions League titles to really solidify his legacy as a premier all-time great soccer player. But still, I mean, World Cup dominance looks electric. I think he's the best player in this tournament.
I don't love it, but I respect it. But no, I just don't love that it's true. I wanted him. He missed a penalty earlier. I was so happy. Then I saw, he's still playing great.
He did too. Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna nominate Pablo Torre because his reporting on Kawhi Leonard has become such a force of truth in journalism that the Kawhi Leonard, we know about this and we will talk about it in the show, the Kawhi Leonard trade from the Clippers to the Raptors is on hold until the investigation is done. That is an investigation that occurred solely because of Pablo, who won a Pulitzer Prize for that. By all indications, it'll go through. In fact, Shams just reported from an NBA spokesperson that they don't have a specific timeline for the conclusion of the investigation, but they expect it to be done in the coming weeks. So it's not as if Kawhi Leonard won't be a Clipper. It sounds like he will be, or won't be a Raptor. It sounds like he will be, but holy hell, Pablo's work was so good and so on point, and the allegations are so worthy of investigation that a major trade is on hold because of it.
Wow. Yeah, that guy's been in his bag. That show doing some serious Big J journalism, some investigative stuff. I'm going Walker Kessler, man. I'm still on the Walker Kessler hype train. The Lakers officially announced the signing, and I think that he's going to be one of those guys that it's going to make you really fall in love with Laker basketball all over again, because not only is he a great defensive player, great rebounder, guy that can score a little bit, but he is one of the few signings that the Lakers could have made this offseason that could even make a Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves even better because of the role he's going to play for this team. So I'm all in on Walker Kessler, baby.
DMAC and Reiter, the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA sports. We're nominating nominees for Hero of the Day. You can vote on the string on YouTube at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. Even though I once handed him my plates when I thought I was my waiter, and he never spoke to me again, I'm going to nominate Landon Donovan because his truth bomb on Christian Pulisic, which we're going to play for you, by the way, with the proper context you haven't gotten on the internet. We're going to do that in about 10 minutes. I respect the hell out of it. And I respect the hell out of people who can be candid and honest on sports they covered or sports they played or sort of areas they still operate in, because it makes people unhappy and it can be socially uncomfortable. And Landon Donovan, I respect the gutsiness of saying what he said about Christian Pulisic, which we will play you in just a little bit.
Yeah, he's... Hey, well, we're on that train, man. We're right there with them, and I think we'll get into that in a little bit. So I'm going with Mick Cronin, head coach of the UCLA Bruin. 4's up, 8 clap. UCLA has been dropping bags on the recruiting trails on the international circuit. They've signed freshmen, Gunners, I'm going to butcher this, Grinvaldez, and Nikola Kusturica.
Perfect.
One from Latvia, one from Serbia, your FC Barcelona alumni, and also the latter in Kusturica is supposed to be potentially the number 1 pick in 2028. So UCLA, 11 titles. That's still more than any other team in all of college basketball history. Yes, most of them come with John Wooden. But still, UCLA coming back on the recruiting trail. 8 clap, 4's up. Go Bruins.
Go! I don't even care. Go Bruins.
Go Trojans. Go LA. Go Sports.
I don't think I have any others. I think that completes my nominees. Do you want to? You got anything?
I think we're solid.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
right?
That's a lot.
Vote over on the old string. And by the way, we're gonna dive into Kuminga and walk you through. There's a really good story from the California Post. We'll do that later in the show. We'll walk you through all the machinations that the Post, not us, have sort of uncovered about what's going on, what it will take to get Kuminga, whether we think that the price is worth this guy. Doug has a really good point about to what degree, what does it mean when the final roster spot may be critical to the success of a basketball team is very interesting. And I did reach out to a few sources, heard back from a few, but I only got one really good answer on what a fit for Kuminga could look like. But I think, like, as a teaser, as a spoiler, we both like this guy a lot in principle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely someone that You got to focus on the upside. He's had some flashes in this league, and the bottom line, you got to get as many P's as you can around Luka Doncic in this completely remodeled Lakers team.
It is time to do it. It is DMAC and Reiter. DMAC is in a brand new 97-1 The Fan.
It's not mine.
Golf, yeah, it is golf shirt. I got a hoodie around here somewhere. We don't have those for you, but we do have the opportunity to talk sports. If you want to call us, 855-97-LA-FAN, 855-97-LA-FAN. The U.S. men's national team is out of the World Cup. Christian Pulisic sounded like he couldn't care less. Whether that's true or not, that's what it sounded like. People are starting to drop some bombs, truth or otherwise, and we're going to get into the Pulisic hate and whether it's fair and what it means next here on DMAC and Reiter. What up? Welcome back into the show. One of the problems of working here is one of the best things of working here. I go to get water, and there's just like all this incredible, in this case, Chinese food. Just eat it. If you're watching on the stream.
Sitting right next to me.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's our guest for this next segment, apparently.
I was trying to hide it from the audience, but why would I? If you're watching the stream, you saw me go,
so
nom,
good.
nom, 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 nom.
I love me some noodles.
Oh, me too, dude. It's spicy, too. And by the way, I like spicy food, but I can feel it.
You like your food like your takes. Spicy.
Like I like my co-host. Perfect. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. So you just said this last segment, dead right. I think we were pretty early on understanding the level of Christian Pulisic fatigue that was going to hit and the degree to which he should be blamed. And before we get into this stuff, I just have a question for you. And I don't know the answer, and I know we're going to chop it up, and we're going to hear from Landon Donovan. Christian Pulisic did not play well in this World Cup. He was also banged up. He did play very, very well against Paraguay, was excellent in that first half, was great in his link-up play. Then he got injured. He also looked, can I go big word? He seemed insouciant at the end of, when the U.S. men's national team got knocked out. He just seemed like he just couldn't care less. And I'm not saying that's what he felt, but when you're a leader, what you present is also important. What is with the incredulous response to people that he's being criticized? And I'm saying separate from the criticism being fair or not, which we'll get into. Don't superstars understand that part of creating in this case soccer, a community of fans who care means that care will sometimes turn into the bad emotions when things don't go well? Like,
yeah, I mean, that's the
part
thing.
of it, right?
Yeah, that is a part of it. If you want to be a superstar in this country, and I think, too, a lot of people had issues with he was on billboards. He was in commercials. He was supposed to be this prodigy, this phenom. And, yeah, like you pointed out, I think I rewatched the video that kind of blew up, which I was proud of, as a soccer video going crazy on our YouTube channel. 91.7 The Fans to see so many comments of people talking about it. One thing you mentioned in that video was that, yeah, maybe he's not our best player, right? You can make the case Balogun moving forward and Adams, right? Other really, really good players that could be the very best guy on this roster, but he is the face. Undeniably, he was the face, right? He was Captain America for this team, and the stage was really built for Pulisic, right? It was built for him to be able to have an impact, to be able to kind of show the world and show this country, hey, soccer is here, and it's here to stay, and that we can level up as a country. But, hey, to me, you mentioned it, with the nonchalant, the insouciant, as you said, just kind of the nonchalantness from that interview after where just, hey, even if you have to, put the head down. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar, even though they were trying to smile through all the trying to cry through all that Botox, right? And it was tough to see. At least do that. Like, show me you're crying. Show some emotion. Show me you're devastated. The dude looked like he lost like a preseason game or something, like an international friendly 3 years from the World Cup. And it was just, to me, you have to know and have a sense and awareness of your role. And Pulisic, he's not that guy. It's over. I think he's a fraud. Yes, he says he was injured, and there was injury reports that have come out after a hairline fracture or something like that. But still, I think it's the demeanor and the way he carried himself didn't show that disappointment like I want him to show.
I'm trying to remember, and keep me honest here, DMAC and Reiter, the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports, as we get into this Landon Donovan, these comments. Did I share at the start of the World Cup on the air that I don't like Christian Pulisic? I can't remember.
You did.
I did. And so the experience... I did, okay.
You did. I mean,
yeah.
Am I supposed to say yes or no?
No, I want to know.
You did.
Because
you did.
I don't want to be the guy that's like, I knew it.
But I think you also shared a personal experience you had with him.
So I did. I had some experiences that weren't awesome and that weren't great. And I've only had, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 of them. But it's going to reflect some of what you're going to hear in these clips. So Landon Donovan was on his podcast, Unfiltered Soccer. And before we kind of get into the meat of this, and you may have seen this or seen that it's trending, I think sometimes I've been aggregated, you've been aggregated. I often unfairly aggregate you on your own show, just in real time. So
it's true.
It's real. So I'm sorry. So the context here, I think, is really important. Landon Donovan is going to say some things about Christian Pulisic that you may or may not agree with. We're going to get into whether we agree with it, whether it's fair. It's certainly newsworthy. But at the start of this podcast, and I don't think people have heard this, Landon Donovan says something, sort of begins the conversation that I think should at least let people know that whether you like or don't like what he's saying, there is an empathy and a humanity and a perspective from Landon toward Christian that I think makes this particularly noteworthy.
I believe I am uniquely qualified, the only person probably who's been in his shoes. The level of which he is dealing with this is much greater than the level I dealt with, because this was 2006 for me. Not many people were paying attention. It was not a home World Cup. Social media didn't exist. So this is exacerbated by a ton. I have been in his shoes. I had a horrible World Cup, completely let the team down, was getting criticized for the first time, not to the extent he is. I know the feeling.
Okay, so we're about to get into the criticism, but DMAC, I do think Landon on this part is certainly right. I don't know if there's anyone else on earth who is better able to understand the struggles, the failure, the criticism, the responsibility, the Landon's words, not mine, the sort of letting down of the U.S. men's national team and the idea of soccer in America and you and I and all this country. Like Landon Donovan can relate to Christian Pulisic, right?
So that's what I loved about that. He started off with the fact that was just inarguable. Hey, I'm the one dude that's been in those shoes. I'm the guy that really was the face of this country's soccer program. The Project 2010, remember they had where that was the year that they felt like they could win a World Cup, things like that. Landon Donovan, no stranger to criticism himself. He definitely has the credibility to speak on how Christian Pulisic played and how he handled everything.
Amen, brother. And he used that credibility to go hard, and I think accurately, but certainly to go hard. This is Landon Donovan with some candor, with some harsh words for Christian Pulisic.
One of the biggest problems, I speak to people who are at U.S. Soccer, I speak to his sponsors, I speak to his teammates, I speak to the staff and the coaches. People are fed up with the way things are handled around him. And it's not necessarily him, but it's his agents, his family, his hangers-on, the people are influencing. People are fed up with it. They treat people poorly. They do things poorly. It's always a no. Whenever you want to ask, can we do an interview? It's always a no. You can't get near him. He doesn't say hi to the commentators who do all the games all the time when they walk by. All the other guys come over and shake hands and say hello. There's just this sense about him that, like, you can't get near him. It's too big. And I actually don't think it's from him. I think it's from the people around to stop, and he needs to man up and have a conversation with them and say, look, guys, this is not helping.
Okay, so this really struck a chord with me, and I don't talk to people in U.S. Soccer. I'm not around. I don't have sources. I'm not Landon Donovan, but DMAC, and by the way, also Landon Donovan says it's not him, but says that it's Christian Pulisic, doesn't say hi to the people that are in the broadcast. That's Christian Pulisic, right? Christian Pulisic's agent isn't the one that has to walk over and say hi. It's Pulisic. My interactions with Pulisic were TV interviews remotely, right, like on satellite. And he was all of those things. I thought he treated people poorly. I thought he treated me poorly. I thought he acted poorly. And I can remember, because the don't say hi thing is interesting, because I can remember. So you know what it's like when you're doing an interview on camera with somebody and they're remote, you have to make sure they can hear you, right? So, and I had a crew and a staff that worked for me when I had a TV show back in the day. And Pulisic sits down. I'm in an office in New York City. Pulisic sits down wherever he is on some soccer field. I can see him. He can presumably see me with the replay. And I say to him, hey, Christian, how's it going? And he looks at the camera and he looks down. And I go, hey, man, how's it going? You good? Because they told me you could hear. You good? Are you good? And I assumed he couldn't hear me. And so because I also have like, my mic is fed into my producer. And I go, hey, man, I don't think Christian can hear me. And the producer goes, he can hear you. And Christian turns to the camera and goes, I can hear you, man. But he wouldn't say hi. And again, maybe I caught him on a bad day, whatever. Maybe he could tell that I was a moron, because I certainly was back then when it came to soccer. But that wasn't the only experience that I had that was off-putting. But when Landon said he wouldn't say hi to people, to me, I'm like, oh my God, I had this happen to me, 7 years ago.
I mean, it's usually consistent, right? And now we have a lot of examples of this. And look, here's the thing. If you are Messi's level, if you are Mbappe's level, if you are Lamine Yamal's level, I mean, I've heard some things about Lamine Yamal gets to stay at a separate hotel. He gets to actually be with a girlfriend, all kinds of different things.
Oh, no,
right?
really?
There's
I ignore that.
Different things, right? Guess what? Superstars get superstar treatment. I think that in Christian Pulisic's case is that he got all of the benefits of being a superstar, but he was missing one thing. He skipped the whole superstar performance on the field by producing. And look, this country, say what you want, we love hard work, right? We love grit. We love guys that, hey, sure, would a compromised version of Christian Pulisic, he's limping around there like he's Bambi or something, would that have helped the team? Probably not, Bill. But would have been a moment where you say, wow, he's given every single thing he has for the red, white, and blue, and that wasn't the case. And now the first thing you talk about is rest. Bro, you rest in the Gold Cup. You got 4 years to rest. Like, how much rest do you need, my man? So I'm with you. Like, it just feels like he's just someone that is not, from a character standpoint, someone that we can get behind. And then when I hear stories from Bill Reiter, who's always going to keep it 100 and always going to tell you the truth, whether it's good or bad, whether you like it or not, you're always going to bring it like that. And then we got the other people out there, the Landon Donovans, who are going to do that too. And look, I mean, we were talking about Kyle Tucker in the first segment. I mean, I mentioned one thing about people. There comes a point where it's not about stats, right? Where it's not about your performance. People want to know what kind of person you are.
I agree.
And I think that's the thing that is coming to light with this whole Christian Pulisic situation.
DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. He's Doug McCain. I'm Bill Reiter. Thank you for listening. I always told people when I sort of got into this business and started to sort of, like you, climb a little bit and have some success, and you meet different people, you want to work with people who are good at their jobs, and you want to work with people who are kind and pleasant to be around. But the lesson that I learned, and this isn't the one that I try to follow, but the lesson I learned is you have to be one of the two. Like, for people in the business, people either have to be really easy to work with and nice, or they have to be good at their jobs. You cannot be both ineffective and unpleasant. And the thing about Christian Pulisic is that he is ineffective. He has been ineffective for the U.S. men's national team, and he appears to be unpleasant. And it's a problem, and it's not okay. And the fact is, if you're the nicest guy in the world, if you're Mookie Betts and you start to play badly, and you've been the best Dodger, the most important Dodger outside of maybe Ohtani over the last many years, and you have a rough start to this season, you're still going to get criticized. Christian Pulisic hasn't done anything. And so this idea that you're beyond criticism, that's not how it works, A, in a major sport, and B, it doesn't work that way when it's the World Cup and it's on home soil, and C, you haven't earned any grace through your play or the way you treat people. And so this is, I think, a really good context. And I love that Landon Donovan brought this up, because the other thing, DMAC, this reminds me of is I can remember, and I'm sure you've done this too in your time as like the premier voice of the Dodgers and the Rams in this market in Los Angeles. I've obviously been more national in my career. I can remember saying things about athletes and coaches based on reporting and personal experience about their personal conduct that I thought was relevant to their work, and people around the country saying I'm a liar. And Chris Paul comes to mind. That was in this market, but it continued in other markets. And Doc Rivers comes to mind. And the thing that I've learned in this business, like you have, DMAC and Reiter 97.1 The Fan, is that if you're in it long enough, the truth always comes out about people. You can't hide as an athlete. You can't. Andy Roddick once told me there's no more secrets. It's true. And so I have lived a long enough career to have gone from the guy that's the liar about Chris Paul and Doc Rivers to the guy that might have been right about Chris Paul and Doc Rivers to the guy that, that guy I guess knew what was up with Doc Rivers and Chris Paul. This reminds me of that with Christian Pulisic, because I used to tell these stories socially. It's not like I talk a lot of soccer in my career. And people, I don't know, are you sure? He seems like such a good guy. And I'm bummed. I'm bummed for Christian Pulisic, because I wanted my 2 or 3 experiences that could have been bad days not to have been who he is. But if Landon Donovan is saying this publicly, doesn't this mean this is who Christian Pulisic is?
100%. I have no doubt about it. I mean, I think it's one of those things where these stories that we're hearing after the fact from Landon Donovan, from people like Bill Reiter, from Carly Lloyd just kind of popping off, and she's just doing her thing, and she's not afraid to voice her opinion. It almost is confirmation of what you would probably guess. Like, it's kind of one of those things where it doesn't feel like it's a massive shocker surprise, just the way that this guy kind of appears to carry himself. It just doesn't feel that way. I mean, we saw a lot of the players look dejected and look depressed and look sad and look, I mean, I think a lot of them were, but I think a lot of them too also realized that, hey, like, that's probably the feeling that our fans feel too, right? I mean, we were very invested in this tournament. You see the ratings? It was like 36+ million people watched it.
Crazy.
And it was a record high. So we were all in on this team, and this was the ultimate opportunity for Christian Pulisic. And I don't think the problem for Pulisic was that he didn't score or that the U.S. end up losing and that they're not one of the best 8 teams in the world. The problem was you forgot that he was even on the field, right? And that, to me, was the big takeaway. And then you combine everything we're learning about him as the person after, like, bro, like, his PR, I think, is faced, and his reputation, I think, has suffered irreparable damage.
And in fairness, our boss, Andrew, who worked in the soccer space, has had good interactions with Christian Pulisic. But enough people have had the other ones that I think this is who we... And to your example, by the way, not to pick on LeBron, I always bring it back to LeBron. LeBron can put people off sometimes in a locker room, and some of that might be his drivenness, but he's worth it, or at least he certainly was. Chris Paul was some teams thought worth it. This guy hasn't been worth it. That's it. If Christian Pulisic acted this way, or after losses gave off the impression he couldn't care less, it would still be frustrating, maybe problematic. But if he was Mbappe, to your point, you'd give some grace. You said it. He's not Mbappe. He's not Messi. He's not Lamine Yamal. He's not MTV Gen X and her son. He's not Ronaldo, or what Ronaldo used to be. There's an issue here, and so Landon Donovan, I think, again, to his credit, his words are important. He also, as part of this candor, and I thought at the beginning empathy, but I like the candor, gave some advice to Christian Pulisic.
He needs to get some training on media. I did too. I said a lot of dumb and people are like, hey, Landon, you don't want to come off this way, do you? And I still make mistakes all the time. All of these things can be a positive. I have to say, though, he has a big challenge. If we happen to be at this game, the next U.S. game in this country, what do you think that's going to look like? Like, think about that. Is he going to get booed when they announce him? Maybe. People are livid. So anyway, it's a long-winded way of saying this can be a good moment in your life. A lot of things need to change. And I actually think it's not him. I think it's the people around him.
That's a hell yeah. I mean, that is a real... We cut that up for you a little bit so that we could kind of... They cut it up too, so you could kind of digest it in the right parts, but hell of a point by Landon. I hadn't thought of that. Is Christian Pulisic getting booed the next time that something doesn't change? I think he's right.
I mean, it depends when that will be. He'll probably be resting, right? Next time he'll be available. I mean, will he actually be in the game is my question, but will he be booed from the sideline? Maybe. I do think that people, especially soccer fans, the hardcores, that will follow this team in between World Cups are probably going to have a deeper sense of appreciation for him and might not want to do that. But I think that he will need to and absolutely has to get out in front of that, because if you don't deliver, you can't act like a diva, right? He didn't deliver, right? So I think if he gets out in front of it, maybe he can avoid it. But the fact that we're having this conversation about him, I think it tells you how low his stock has gone for a lot of the people that really support U.S. soccer.
Hey, Christian, if you're listening to the show, this is Bill of DMAC and Reiter. LeBron hired a guy in 2011-12 to fix his reputation who is he's a killer, and he's amazing at his job. That guy and I used to be friends. He kind of hates me now, but I've got his number. So if you're listening, 855-97 LA fan. I'm serious. This guy would fix you
Would you boo him?
In a heartbeat.
Would you boo him?
Would I what?
Would you boo him?
Would I boo him? No, I'm not a booer, though. This is a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't like booing. I don't let my son boo people.
Really?
I don't let him boo the other team. I don't know why. Is that weird?
No, it's fine. I mean, I think maybe it could be
Poo, Doug.
Pulisic. Maybe he'll
weird,
just
right?
maybe you could think they're just saying Pulisic. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that could be the way to. I mean, not really. I mean, I think unless it's the other team, like if it's the Astros or something, might throw out some boos.
Can I tell you the truth? Am I allowed to say? I thought you said poo.
Poo.
I thought you said do you poo. Like, yeah, everybody does.
yeah. But I've heard like multiple stories about that from you already.
Did you get your daughter the book Everybody Poops?
No, she was pretty quick with the whole potty training situation.
All right. I have no comment.
She's wild. Never peed in the bed once. It's kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I still struggle sometimes.
Hey, you and me both.
Taylor Twellman, and another former player, U.S. men's national team player, was on Pardon My Take. And so these, Chris Paul, LeBron James, Christian Pulisic, people who maybe Doc Rivers, who behind the scenes, maybe there's a lot or a little bit of reasons that things can be a little tricky. There are origin stories, and it's not an excuse, but it's good to understand sometimes. And on Pardon My Take, Twellman gave a perspective on maybe why Christian Pulisic is the way that he is.
Listen, I was there when Christian I called his first game. I was introduced to him. I've gotten to know him. Failing to qualify for the 2018 World Cup really hurt Christian Pulisic. And I think that has changed the trajectory of him with the national team. You will never hear me say that he doesn't care playing for the red, white, and blue. I know he does. The problem is he doesn't want to be that guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't. He thrives when he's your third attacker for Milan. And then he's one of the best.
Man. It's an interesting perspective, and that's an interesting soccer view of if you are. I'm trying to think of like who's like a typical like number. If you're Scottie Pippen, and that's too old of a pull, but you're expected to be Michael Jordan, that can be tricky. That said, the response is never to just not care or to look like you don't care.
Yeah, there's a benefit of kind of being a productive superstar that doesn't revel in the limelight, things like that. But that's the thing about Christian Pulisic, is that he's supposed to be the guy that not just performs well, but it gets the entire nation excited about soccer. And the truth is, 8 career FIFA World Cup matches, you got 3 assists and 1 goal. And then 2026, the World Cup, 4 matches, 1 assist, 0 goals. So, I mean, at some point, the hype has to meet the impact, right? And there's just too much hype. Has not performed like a superstar.
So I have a view on this, and I'll be curious yours, DMAC and Reiter. I was sitting around yesterday. I was listening to the Landon thing a couple times. I was on X. People were just crushing Christian Pulisic, right? I mean, I haven't seen that level of. I'm sure it's happened, but I mean, LeBron with the decision. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen that sort of unified. You're the worst. We hate you. And I was trying to decide whether it's fair or not. And what I came up with was, if the goal is to turn soccer into something that matters, that it's fair. This isn't table tennis, right? It's not crochet. It's not, billiards. This sport, at least for a moment, to DMAC the ratings, that speaks to it. It captured people. It captured people in this country. And if you are an actor or a politician or an athlete, and you put yourself out there and you are entrusted with something and you fail at it, you're going to be criticized. All of which, a long-winded way of saying, for me, criticizing Christian Pulisic, even the way Landon did, not like the hate, like you're not good enough and you're not behaving the right way, totally fair, totally in bounds.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think that you look at what he would have gained had he performed, and we're talking about absolute international fame, right, in the United States. I mean, I'm not comparing him necessarily to Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, of course, the greatest swimmer of all time, one of the greatest athletes of all time. But we know when you have success representing this country on the highest level, the fame that comes with that, all the benefits that come with that, financially, just from a legacy standpoint, would have been so incredibly high. So I think for us, it's just, he wasn't the guy that we thought he was. I mean, he was kind of an imposter. Let's be honest. Like, he just was not the player, was not the person, was not the leader. As Landon Donovan mentions, he just does not want to embrace that role that we wanted to place him into. And maybe that was our fault, right? Maybe that was our responsibility for anointing and crowning someone that didn't feel comfortable wearing that crown, right? As kind of one of the kings of U.S. soccer that was going to usher in this new era and be that golden generation. Like I said, it wasn't the golden generation. It was the fool's golden generation. That's kind of how it felt during this run. And is it fair? Absolutely, it's fair. When you are a superstar, you have to deal with that. You mentioned LeBron. We talk a lot about LeBron. People criticize LeBron. We criticize LeBron. I think LeBron can take it, like, to a degree.
I agree with you.
Like, even if it's bad, you know that he can. You've seen it. You've interviewed the man.
Yeah, I know that he can.
You got to have a thick skin if you're going to be a superstar, bro.
I respect it. I mean, I really do. So we'll close on this. I was talking to someone the other day who had done TV and never done radio, and was asking about radio and just, do I like it, and why do I like it more than everything else? And you just answered the question that I was trying to describe why radio is the best medium. Because sometimes when I'm doing radio, especially radio with you, we'll start with a topic like this, and we'll get the exact answer, and I think you had it. He's an imposter. And maybe some of that's our fault as well. I think, it's right. Like, that's the answer to the question. Christian Pulisic, Captain America, the branding we put on him, the expectations. He's an imposter. He was an imposter as a soccer player. He was an imposter how he treated people behind the scenes. He was an imposter in how he handled the pressure and the expectations. He was an imposter in how you're supposed to sound when you lose and the country's looking to you after that game and he sounded like he didn't care. Doesn't make him a bad human. Doesn't make him a bad son. Doesn't make him a bad friend. May not make him a bad soccer player, but it means he's not the thing that we thought he was, because to your exactly correct words, the guy's an imposter, and that is the magic of radio. Sometimes you get to the answer. It is the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. He's Doug McCain. I am Bill Reiter. It's me versus Doug in a pop culture showdown next on DMAC and Reiter. Welcome back into the show, DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Wherever you're listening, let me just paint the picture. In the break, we go and we sometimes we stay here. You actually see us on the stream at the Fan LA. We went to get some food, and then we just heard Burge, come back, like screaming from the studio. So I guess we were pushing a little bit.
Somebody just put the best food, some Asian
It's that good, right?
cuisine, fusion. It's incredible, dude. Crunch. There was some a little spicy there, though.
Oh, my God,
A
dude.
little bit of a kick. Man, I feel great now.
Was that Greg? It's amazing.
Man, that's great food, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of living
You
the
know what's
dream
great
right now.
when it has Bill come out of intermittent fasting?
I know.
Retirement
I really
for like
did.
a couple of days, for a couple of minutes there. So
I really did. All right, I've got a really dumb idea, but we're going to do it anyway. You ready? We're going to test our pop culture. You were like, we're going to talk non-sports because it's a bad.
I didn't say it.
I don't know. You said it with your eyes.
No.
You said it with your eyes.
I love TV, baby.
Do we have a bet for this? I meant to ask one, but I think I totally didn't. Oh, we do? All right. It's time for the Emmy list. I don't know what it's called. This is really simple. We're going to go through, and we're just going to read every show that was nominated for an Emmy and see which of us watched.
For this year?
For this year.
Oh, wow.
So you have to have watched the last season, not us season.
Oh, man.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now, let me make a little list here. B for Bill. TM for the man. That's you, Doug.
Before we start this, can I mention something?
Tell me.
So I still pretty much daily either watch an episode of The Sopranos, The Wire, Seinfeld, Curb, meaning that their show's not currently running.
All right.
And I'm still living in that era, but I'll do my best for it. I do watch some current shows, though.
I think you're going to win.
You got Love Island on there?
I think you're going to win.
Okay.
I don't know if they got nominated. This is this year's Emmy nominees that came out yesterday.
Okay.
The Diplomat on Netflix.
No.
That's a yes for me. Ding, ding,
Really?
ding. Oh, yeah. What's her name? Carrie. Thank you. From, you saw The Americans, right?
Yeah.
The wife in that is the star. All right. The Gilded Age.
The Gilded Age?
Yes.
No.
You got it. Okay. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
I've seen an episode.
I've seen all of it.
Really?
I think that's amazing.
Gene's a big fan.
Really? Thank you. Maybe I will win. Paradise on Hulu.
No.
Oh, hell yeah. It's so good, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it's an alternate. I haven't finished this season, but I've seen half of it. It's an alternate universe. Not alternate universe. It's basically a dystopian thing where the world comes to an end. They hide in the mountain.
Love it.
The Pit. You've seen The Pit.
The Pit's great.
Yeah.
I think The Pit is the continuation of just the great shows. It basically is like an HBO-fied like ER, a great. I mean, The Pit is top-notch, world-class level TV. I love The Pit.
If they stick the landing, and we've seen a lot of shows, Game of Thrones, Lost, a lot of shows have not, it might be a top 5 show of all time. You got to do 2 or 3 or 4 more seasons and stick the landing, but I'm with you, dude. I think it's all-time great.
Dana's my favorite character.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she's good. I mean, there's a lot of good characters. It's a really good, I love The Pit. Dana's the best, though.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Dana, I love you! It's like, get in there, dude. All right. Pluribus. I've seen it.
Bunum. No.
You haven't seen Pluribus?
I have not, no.
Do you know
I'm gonna like I said, I still rewatch all my favorite like GOAT shows and sports and YouTube.
You should do this tomorrow with like a top 20 list of all time and then crush me.
No, I mean, look, but I'm still engaged though. I'm still locked in. I'm a background screen watcher.
Do you know what Pluribus is?
No.
So basically, it's the guy that did Breaking Bad. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it has the best opening I've ever seen. It's the best first 20 minutes of television I've ever seen. But it's the lady. I didn't Better
It's
Call.
a Vince Gillian show.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
The lady. I haven't.
I will watch that.
Okay, I haven't finished Better Call Saul, but the protagonist, the heroine protagonist. Don't tell me. I know something happens. I don't know what. She's the main character, and it involves a catastrophe and her unique ability to not be affected by it. I don't want to say anything.
Can I spoil Better Call Saul the last episode?
Don't.
Okay, all right.
Don't.
It's great.
Don't.
Saul Goodman, baby.
You've seen Slower Horses, of course.
No.
What? It's the best show on TV.
Is it?
I think
What
it's
network?
as good as The Pit. It's
Really?
on Apple TV. It's based on a series of. It's basically about British spies who are losers. So I've seen
Oh, yeah, I
every
heard it's really
single
good.
show but The Gilded Age so far, and you've seen one. Okay. Your Friends and Neighbors.
No.
Me either. I watched one episode. Does that count? This is a season. Yeah.
Number one.
All right, I'm not going to count it. All right, we're going to fly through these here. Abbott Elementary. No.
Yeah, I love Abbott Elementary. Yeah, film of the Warner Brothers lot.
You're in, baby?
Yeah.
This year's The Bear. I haven't seen this year's.
Yes.
Really? Is it
still
good?
It's not as good as season 2.
Okay.
But I'm still on The Bear. Still gets me anxious, which I love. And
It does.
Yeah.
It makes. That's why I don't watch it.
Yeah, The Bear's a great show.
I don't have anxiety unless I watch The Bear.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Hacks. I haven't seen this year. I've seen the first season.
No.
Okay. I thought you had it. I thought you had it. I've never even heard of this. Margot's Got Money. This is Best Comedy. Margot's Got Money Troubles?
Have
TV?
not heard of it or seen it.
Nobody wants this. Netflix. Yes.
No.
Dude, it's a very LA show. It's kind of like Bosch in that, but it's not as dark.
Really?
It's about, all right, so she's a waspy atheist. He's a he's a rabbi, and they start dating, and none of their friends or family like the other one because they're from such different worlds, but it's takes place kind of in Beverly Hills and Century City, and it's all, like, you watch it, and it's like a love letter to LA.
It's Apple?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. So it reaches my criteria. So for me to watch a news show, it has to have a 7.5 or more on IMDb.
No, it does not.
That's my rule.
You just look it up?
Yeah, look it up.
What's it got?
7.5.
I barely made
right
it.
Right, makes the cut.
Only Murders in the Building.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah,
me too.
good show.
It's so good, right?
Yeah.
Widow's Bay. I haven't seen this on Apple
Haven't
TV.
seen Widow's Bay.
I'm familiar with it.
What?
I got a lot more. Should we just skip this? Should we just
No, this is fine. I'm really enjoying this for some reason.
All right.
Yeah.
Best limited series. All Her Fault. I never saw that one. It's
Didn't see that one.
She's accused of her kid disappears. And, okay. It's from Succession. It's what's the redhead's name? Who gets betrayed by her husband?
Oh yeah.
She's the main actress.
Okay.
Who was it?
That's pretty good.
Shiv.
Sarah Snook.
Sarah Snook. You just came in.
Yeah. I love her.
How was Hillary Duff yesterday?
Wonderful. Yeah, she put on a great show.
At the Forum.
Yeah, sold out. Sold out tonight as well.
I love Shiv Roy. Succession.
Here's a show that could be a sort of synonym for messy. The Beast in Me.
The Beast in Me.
Never even heard of it.
Haven't heard of it.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay.
So I did. Yeah.
Beef on Netflix. Never seen it.
Haven't seen it. Oh, you know what? The Hurt's really good though.
DTF St.
Doesn't count.
Louis.
Did see it.
Didn't see the Hurt's great. Love Story. John F. Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette. I don't care about this. I never saw it.
Didn't see it.
Made a lot of people mad. All right. We already got these shows. Are already not. All right, I did that one. All right, here we go. This is where you can catch up with me. I don't watch these shows. The Daily Show. Didn't watch it.
Oh, I still watch clips on YouTube pretty frequently.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Still watch Kimmel
Don't
almost
watch
every
it.
day.
Don't watch it. I see him all the time in the South Bay.
Yeah, I love
Super
Kimmel.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Last week with John Oliver.
Still watch it.
I've been to one. That doesn't count, though.
I'm on fire, baby.
Saturday Night Live. Lori makes me watch these.
Still watch.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes. Not really. Why did I say that? It's actually not very good. Okay. Documentaries. The American Revolution. Didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it.
Mrs. Scorsese. Didn't watch it.
I want to watch that, though.
The Yogurt Shop Murders. What?
Whoa.
I did not watch that.
I'm watching that after the show. Yo.
With yogurt?
Yes.
Some frozen yogurt
in
first?
hand.
All right. Rafa. I did watch that, actually. It's a Rafa Nadal thing on Netflix.
I saw that, too. Really good.
Okay.
Really good.
I had to watch it in Spanish. My friend Bruno made me watch it in Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Gotta work on my Spanish skills. Sean Combs' The Reckoning. Didn't watch it.
Watched it. Actually, it was into the...
right.
Pretty obsessed with that angle.
Dancing with the Stars. Never saw it.
No.
I've never seen a single minute of it.
Back in the day. They still do
Doesn't
that?
count. Yeah, it's this year.
Maybe we could get you on or something.
I'd love to go. RuPaul's Drag House.
No.
Missed it. Survivor.
No. Friends
neither.
love that show.
Never seen it. Top Chef. Never seen it.
I watched a couple episodes
This
year.
Okay.
Yeah,
that counts. The Traders.
No.
Not even heard of it. Antique Roadshow. Never seen it.
No.
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Nope.
Yeah, my mom watches it,
Okay,
so
that
I've caught
counts.
some when she's over.
Love is Blind.
Yes.
Okay, wow, you're catching up. Queer Eye.
Haven't seen this season.
Shark Tank. Never seen it.
Oh, yeah, still watch it.
Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm into it.
Do you like Mark Cuban? Is he likable?
I think he is. I've always been a Shark Tank.
America's Sweethearts. Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. I wish I had seen it. I have not seen it.
I knew some people worked on it.
So you saw it?
Yeah.
You knew some people worked on it?
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. That sounded lame. That sounded lame.
Love on the Spectrum. Never heard of it.
Oh, seen it. Love that show.
No, you haven't.
I really know. It's a
What
really
is
great
it?
show. Burst, you watch it? It's a great show.
I have not watched it, but I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is Hillary
show.
Duff in it? What's it about? Is it a Disney thing?
It's a great show, yeah.
What's it about?
So they're on the spectrum and they
they're in
basically
love.
find relationships. It's awesome,
That's
yeah.
cool. Welcome to Wrexham. Yes.
No.
Okay. Summer House. Never even heard of it.
No.
Bob's Burgers.
Not this season, but
Rick and Morty.
yes, the new season, not as great, but I still love it.
I didn't see. Is it good?
It's good. It's fun. I mean,
my
no,
buddy's
it's not
best friend
not
works
its
on
best,
it.
but it's great. It's
The
Rick and
Simpsons.
Morty.
The Simpsons. I've seen The Simpsons because I haven't.
I haven't seen this season. I'm an
Okay.
all-time Simpsons fan, but I haven't checked out this season.
Smiling Friends and or South Park. No on both.
South Park, yes for me.
Okay.
On Paramount.
I gotta go fast. Head of State. Never saw it. This is a movie. Miss You, Love You.
No.
People We Meet on Vacation. No.
No.
Remarkably Bright Creatures.
No.
Tom Clancy's Ghost War.
No.
I watched 4 minutes of it yesterday. It doesn't count, does it?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
I think I'll give you a point.
Bam! Dave Chappelle, The Unstoppable. I didn't see
Yes,
that. Was
yes,
it funny?
yes. It was funny. I like that. James always funny to me.
This is a Disney Plus, so this is like Bersh's, The Muppet Show.
No. why
Either.
you put in the...
It's on there. Nikki
It's not easy being green.
Nikki Glaser, good girl.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I did see it.
Was she a good girl?
Yeah, it's funny.
Was she? Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. Didn't watch it.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
not gonna
you
lie.
watched the whole thing. Wicked, One Wonderful Night. What?
I saw the movies of the new one. I don't know what that
It's
is.
on NBC. It's like a lot.
I'm going to say no to that for
All
me.
right.
That's a no for me, dog.
Here are the last three. Variety. The Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show starring Bad Bunny.
Yes.
And yes, of course. 83rd Annual Golden Globes. No.
No.
Grammy Awards. No.
Yes, I watched the Grammy Awards.
The Oscars.
Yes.
Lori made me. The Tony Awards.
I did not see the Tonys this year.
We will tally up and see who is the social media star of this show. We will also get into some important news on the Lakers and their pursuit of the right kind of basketball team next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. Do you have the cheers ready? The winner of the pop culture showdown on DMAC and Reiter, between DMAC and Reiter, is DMAC, not Reiter. 24.
Okay. I appreciate it. I'm not going to accept this award, though.
It's yours.
I'm not going to accept this award.
Why wouldn't you accept it?
Because I was just saying yes to any of those shows that I've seen maybe an episode or two of, right? Outside of The Pit, The Bear, and Rick and Morty. I mean, I feel like you were more invested in the shows that you were in on.
But you're familiar. By the way, the Rick and Morty thing, that show I thought, really trailed off when they got rid of one of the two creators.
Oh, it did.
But is it still worth watching?
I mean, it's...
I used to love it, dude.
It's like pizza, right? I mean, even bad pizza is good pizza, that type of thing. I mean, it's still Rick and Morty.
Did they ever go back to Evil Morty? I stopped watching after, I don't even know, 3 or 4 seasons.
You'd still get something out of it.
I would.
It's good stuff. It's solid. It's not like the drop of like the current Simpsons versus seasons 1 through 10.
Okay. Because as we just noted, there's a lot of good TV out there, dude. There's a lot I could do instead of Rick
Like
and
I told
Morty.
you, I'm watching season 149 of Major League Baseball.
Dodgers!
The Dodgers.
That's Raiders, isn't it? I did it wrong. On DMAC and Reiter. All right, let's rock a little hardwood headlines with Bursch.
Ball don't lie. Time for hardwood headlines with DMAC and Reiter.
All right, what's up, guys?
What's up?
First off, we're going to start here. Shams Charania gave this report on LeBron today, which is one of my favorite reports to have come out yet in this rumor cycle.
Some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia, some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager, being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision.
This is ridiculous, dude.
It's like that Soulja Boy song, "Kiss Me Through the Phone." Like, what is this? What can I say this though?
That's so funny.
Bill, can I honestly say this?
Yeah.
I hear everyone out there like, LeBron's not as good anymore. We don't care about this whole show, and we don't care about the decision 3.0, whatever it is. I still care a lot. I'm still following all the twists and turns. I think it's just funny.
Too.
I think it's too interesting. Look, he's not the best version of LeBron James. He's still LeBron James, and I rewatched the segment that we did yesterday about all the different teams. Like, just there's so much that could happen in the landscape of the NBA still because of LeBron James.
Dude, I want him to be happy. Whatever, I'm fine with it. Go live your life. Like, go where you want to go. You're so important. You're going to make people beg for your services through voicemails. They have to go through an intermediary.
I mean,
you're not Jesus.
So this Rich Paul podcast and Max Kellerman, if they were real ones, they would play these on the podcast. Like, just play them on the podcast.
I got in this argument with the guys in Cleveland. Not an argument, a conversation. I don't think Clutch Sports is going to be is likely to be powerful in 20 years. Do you?
I mean, they got to find more clients, right? They got to find the next big time LeBron. So, I mean, they're going to find anyone like LeBron again. But yeah, this is definitely
it's working.
He loves this so much, dude. He loves this so much.
I know. Bursch.
Well, Shams Charania also reported today that the Kawhi Leonard trade to Toronto will not be completed until the NBA's investigation into the Clippers is over.
What is your confidence level on a 0 to 100 scale, DMAC, that the NBA investigation will be thorough and on the up and up?
I would say like 80. Like,
really?
I think it's. Okay. I just think that Silver wants to put this behind him in the league, and we'll see what happens.
Do it
there.
the right way.
Just find a way to do this in a way where you can just, from a PR standpoint, optics standpoint, put this behind the league, Kawhi. It's just such a weird, unprecedented situation.
You think he'll come down on Ballmer if the evidence suggests that he should? Because I don't know if Pablo Torre's allegations are true, if they circumvented the cap, if they broke the rules, Steve Ballmer shouldn't be allowed to own the Clippers, man.
I mean, I think the worst thing you could do
is
he should not. I mean, cap circumvention is a very, 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 very punishable type of offense. And the thing about Steve Ballmer is he's got all the money, So what do you take away from a guy that has all the money, right? It's the right to own a team. Wouldn't it be crazy to see that the last two teams that Adam Silver had to come in and remove the owner were both the Clippers, right? With Donald Sterling and Steve Ballmer.
That would be crazy.
I just don't think that it would be that harsh. I can't imagine it'd be that harsh. He built the Intuit Dome. The Clippers are at least respectable franchise in the NBA, and I just feel like they're going to find some way to punish him pretty severely. I mean, I think the biggest punishment for Steve Ballmer is he can't go to games. Like, if he can't go to games for 2 years, the dude won't know what to do with himself.
I'd make it 5 years.
5 years.
And by the way, I don't know Ballmer, but I've met
Lock him up.
I've interviewed him on camera a couple times. Very charming, likable guy. Be terrible for the Clippers. Did you say lock him up?
That seems like what you're close to doing.
Oh, no. No, I'm not saying that. I want him gone for 5 years minimum. It's an if, but if the allegations are true, there should be a severe punishment. Just like there will be for me for losing the great pop culture off showdown.
I can't. So that's my proudest moment
24
there.
24 to
we did it.
18.
Me winning that award is going to be better than any of those shows winning an Emmy. Okay,
I agree.
Like that. That is the true.
They should invite you to accept an award.
We should co-host.
I'll do it with Shane.
Come on,
I'll do it
Martin
with
Short,
Shane.
Steve Martin style.
Wait, which one would I be? I'd be Martin Short.
Hey, I kind of like that.
He's the one nominated this year. So
yeah,
that's
there you
great.
go. I like that. I love Martin Short.
I hope he wins this year. Like, he deserves it for that show. He's excellent.
Yeah, they've done him. He's come up short.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, Steph Curry. Steph Curry is golfing this weekend, but the media keeps asking him about LeBron James. Today, he was asked about what the chances are that the Warriors could land LeBron, and he gave his pitch for LeBron to come to Golden State.
I don't have a percentage. It's kind of up to him. I feel like any place he'd call and say, I want to play there, you'd move mountains to make it happen. And I know we're in that boat as well. So the pitch is we want to play good basketball, be around people that know how to play the game, hopefully, raise our floor on our competitiveness this year. There's good golf in the Bay. But we're an organization that's been there. He knows that, and that's really self-explanatory. It's just a matter of where he sees himself fitting. And at the end of the day, that's up to him.
Steph found a good way to curry favor with LeBron.
Nice. He certainly did. I mean, he felt like he was doing our version of Le Bachelor with Steph Curry, and he was kind of trying to woo him a little bit. So, to me, that would be, I think, the most embarrassing end to LeBron James's career as far as you joined one of your fiercest competition members in Steph Curry. I mean, to me, I don't think he should do it. I think it'd be great for us, though. Selfishly, if I could handpick the team, I want him on the Warriors.
For content for this show?
In this city, because I would love to see him join the Ops. And I think that if he was on the Warriors, we're talking about the booze of Pulisic. If he was on the Warriors, I think that would be his highest odds of getting booed, would be if he's on the Warriors to come back to the Lakers. If he goes to the Cavs, Heat, maybe he doesn't get booed. I think if he goes to the Warriors, he increases those odds of getting booed.
All I do is root for content.
LeBoo!
Let him go to the Warriors so that I can love him and crush him simultaneously.
The Golden State Warriors.
Well, guys, LeBron's wife, Savannah, was on the podcast. Everybody's crazy. And she said that the criticism of LeBron has become a business. Quote, "It's crazy. People have definitely made careers out of talking about LeBron."
Okay. On a podcast called Everybody's Crazy. Okay. I know we only have 90 seconds. Yes, she is 100% right. I am one of the people that have made a career out of criticizing LeBron because LeBron made me. Because if I had to say the true thing, it was a criticism. He is not a god. He is not entitled to be treated as if everything he does is ordained from on high. He is a public figure who matters in a big way in the basketball and culture world. And when he does things that should be criticized, he'll be criticized. Welcome to reality, Miss James.
So if LeBron gave his Bill Reiter, that might be his greatest accomplishment.
Wait, was it?
I mean, that's you say. You say you gave him credit. I mean, I think that there's a difference between criticism and analyzing. And I think that when you analyze someone like LeBron, who's around this long, who's had some missteps as far as how he's handled his career, maybe in some people's eyes, you're going to face some criticism.
All right, can we do this quickly or no?
Yeah, Jacob Toby out as Spurs broadcaster after his girlfriend of 6 years accused him of cheating on her with Lindy Waters' sister.
On his own, he went to sleep, and on his own Instagram, there was a post that he allegedly cheated on the person who probably put that post up with a player's sister, and he's no longer the play-by-play person. And I will just say, Good call, bro.
Is that Jacob Toby or is that Tony Parker? I was just kidding, allegedly. Hey, seems like more like that, but
that was Doug.
We'll see how that goes. That cheating on your girlfriend with a sister of a player, that's crazy work.
Dodgers next.
Diabolical.
DMAC matter. All right, what up? Welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. You want to hear how good of a radio host I am, Doug?
Let's hear it.
Last segment, I was like, Dodgers are next. Way to crush it. It's called a tease in the business. Oh, wait, I was going to leave, but Bill said Dodgers are next?
Got to pay off that tease, baby.
Man.
Yo.
I need to work on my skill set. What's up? Thanks for hanging. 855-97 LA fan. 855-97 LA fan. We were just talking about this. We're what? Basically, because we did some pre-practice shows. We're 2 months into the job?
I think this is the 8th week.
On
right?
the air.
I believe so. And then
First
we did
week 8 on the air, yeah.
the week of, was it 1 week of practice shows?
We did 2.
Yeah.
We did 2, didn't we?
Yeah. No, 2 practice shows? I think we did 4.
2 weeks of practice shows.
Was it 2 weeks of practice shows?
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
We locked in.
Yeah, we did.
Dedicated.
In the mix, baby.
Love you, LA.
Yes.
We're here for you. I almost
Those
did the
practice shows were wild.
I'm trying not to do the voice that I'm not supposed to do. Have you noticed? I've been working on it.
Yeah, I see. I mean,
Bringing it down a little bit.
Hey, man.
Bringing it back.
Let the line out of the cage, baby.
If you have a don't tempt me, bro. If you have a question for us, we're gonna Sammy and Bursch and I are gonna try to keep an eye on the chat over at the Fan LA on YouTube. There's a lot of folks in there, so we can go through it and we'll answer some of your questions in about an hour and 20 minutes. Right now, though, we're gonna talk some Dodgers through the sounds of those Dodgers themselves. Mookie Betts. By the way, can I just credit where it's due? I think you may have third person credited yourself yesterday too, but I don't remember. Dude, you told me not to worry about Mookie. You told me to relax. You told me to chill out. He's going pretty well.
It's going well. It's going well. The bat's been back. The defense has been stellar mostly all season, save for that flub where he cost Yamamoto what would have been probably the greatest moment of his entire life in baseball career. But outside of that, Mookie Betts, he's bounced back in a big way. And look, I mean, we'll see if he can make those big plays like you said he might have issues to make when we get deep into the postseason.
I'm waiting for the criticism.
But
I'll learn it.
Look, I mean, Mookie Betts has absolutely delivered. And I do firmly believe we need to recalibrate the expectations for what Mookie Betts is as a hitter at this point, just because he provides so much value as a shortstop. But last night was his best at-bat of the season. He's able to foul off some tough pitches. In the 9th pitch of the at-bat, 99-mile-per-hour fastball. He puts into play, line drive, stayed calm at the plate, and ends up being the big hit of the night. So incredibly happy about that. It was Mookie's 32nd base hit to take the lead, 8th inning or on. That's top 10 that category since he started. So, yeah, Mookie is living his Betts life once again, baby.
And he talked about that Betts life with Spectrum Sports in LA yesterday after the clutch hit.
Early in the count, I was trying to drive it just to make sure we got the run in, and once I got down, it was just pure battle, put it in play, and just see what happens. I was able to foul some pitches off. I got one that, I was able to put a good swing on, and I'm glad it went fair. I hit enough foul balls at bat.
I mean, dude, he sounds like such a different guy than the dude who was surly and put out when he was struggling. Like, he is, it's nice to hear him happy.
No, that's a great point. Honestly, like he's one of those players that really wears it with his facial expressions, with his demeanor when he's not playing well. He said it himself. He deleted social media. He deleted social media when he was slumping a couple of months ago. So you're absolutely right. He looks happy. He looks relaxed at the plate. And I think he's perfect in his spot in the lineup, too. So this is a great development. There is a world where we could be talking about what is going on with Mookie Betts. Is he done? And he's clearly not. So it's great to see for the Dodgers. Let's hope that he continues with his hot streak at the plate.
DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Last night was special for Mookie for a few reasons. It was also his 794th game as a Dodger, which happens to be the exact number that he played with the Boston Red Sox, and Dave Roberts was asked about that fact.
I think the world, the sports world sees Mookie as a Dodger. I think they see Freddie Freeman as a Dodger now, which is crazy, which is a credit to all of us. It's flown by. I remember the first spring training meeting where he addressed the guys and asked to address the guys and, challenged the room. And to look back now, he got 3 rings and, he's been here a long time.
This is a thing that you've talked about a lot, Mookie Betts' impact behind the scenes. And I was thinking about this the other day, DMAC, because I was contemplating the criticisms of LeBron James that you and I have put on this show, and for me that I've done over the course of my career, and the way in which people get frustrated with me, including LeBron. And I've had people say to me, it doesn't really matter the way a guy acts behind the scenes if he's a bad colleague. And the Mookie Betts thing is the proof of this, because you can't have a clutch hitter without guys that aren't clutch. If a leader matters in the locker room, then a guy that should be a leader that isn't also matters. And Mookie Betts is the right end of this coin. And I'm curious the insights you have into how and why his personality allowed him to come to a place like LA and not just do the same things that we all see on the field, and those are amazing, did it last night, but to create whatever he helped create that you and Dave Roberts have talked about. Dave just did, and you have on this show before on DMAC and Reiter on the 97.1 The Fan, to allow whatever alchemy goes into sports sort of greatness for teams to be the right kind of recipe.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, as you point out, that there is a lot of parts in play when it comes to bringing in a Mookie Betts. And when they got Mookie Betts back before COVID happened, there were a lot of people out there saying Mookie Betts might never even play a game with the Dodgers because there was a lot of fear that you're going to lose the season. He was going to be a free agent. The Dodgers ended up signing him before he ever played a game. Like, that's how crazy it is. They got his long-term deal done before he ever played one regular season game with this club. And I remember talking to Mookie Betts a couple years ago. I was covering one of his bowling charity events and I asked him about, what was your favorite thing about LA? And he told me that when he was traded here because of COVID, him and his wife were able to drive all around the city, and they would do it late at night. They would drive to the beach. They would drive to Santa Monica. They would drive all around downtown. And he said that he developed this special connection with the city because he heard, there's traffic everywhere. It's a crazy place to live. But during COVID, it's very different to live here, right? Man. So he said he fell in love with this city during that time when he was able to explore this city when it was a little of a different type of place to live. He ends up signing here. And I remember at his introductory press conference, he said that he wanted to win rings, plural, with an S. And he's done that. 2020, 2024, and 2025. He said the last championship parade, he wants to fill up his whole hand. Of course, he's got the one ring with Boston. And he's someone that is going to be remembered as a Los Angeles Dodger because we talk about LeBron James. Mookie is in the community, man. He's doing turkey giveaways. He is using his superstar status as a LA superstar Dodgers athlete to give back to the community. He's very out and doing things to help people. So Mookie's been great. And yeah, he loves being a Dodger. He said again, I love being a Dodger.
So next week, DMAC and Reiter 97.1 The Fan, we're going to be doing the shows, of course, and it's All-Star Week. And All-Star Week's a little slower because there's no games Monday to Thursday, right? I mean, there's the All-Star game, but there's
you hate that. Eyes rolled.
Wow. We'll talk about it Tuesday.
That you just dismissed the All-Star game.
I do not like the
Rolling
All-Star.
your
My
eyes,
wife
Bill.
and kids get mad at me, too. I don't like it. We are going to have to come up with some creative topics. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a little loose. A lot of the shows might kind of sound and feel like our Friday shows can, where we're kind of like a little guinea with the weekend. It'll be the giddiness of what do we talk about. You just gave me an idea. I don't know if you like this or not, so we don't have to do it. But I was listening to you talk about Mookie, and just his impact that you've just described and you've talked about before and that Dave Roberts hit. It's a big part of the reason that this Dodgers team is on the verge of winning a third consecutive, potentially, they're chasing, I should say, World Series, and that they won 4 this group. And I mean, it's pretty, they've won 3 going for 4. It's amazing. We should rank the 10 most important Dodgers figures in LA Dodgers history next week.
I don't like that idea. I love it. I think that we should absolutely do that.
Did you see my face
that
first?
Seems like an amazing idea. That's
sorry. I'm serious.
Hey, that sounds like a lot of fun, man. That sounds like a lot of fun.
You're an idiot, Reiter. Shut your pothole. I was like, okay.
That sounds like a lot of fun, man. Look, here's the thing, too. L.A. has never had a L.A. Dodger position player make the Hall of Fame. It's kind of crazy.
I know, dude. You said that the other.
It's insane to think.
That is wild, bro.
So to know that guys like Freddie Freeman and as Birch was talking about, guys that kind of identify as Dodgers now, I think really are going to be remembered mostly in the annals and the lore of Major League Baseball as Dodgers now. You got 2 guys who are going to go in the Hall of Fame. Mookie's 100% going in as a Dodger. We'll see what happens with Freddie, but just the fact that they've been able to get that kind of talent, it's going to be a fun list.
By the way, the word that you just said that means like the annals. I don't say it because I once did it. I had a guest down and I mispronounced the word. They're like, "What is that?"
You said the anals or something?
I did, yeah. But the context was poor.
I shouldn't have said that. It's pretty obvious.
No, I like it. Burst doesn't. Burst just like a part of him just died. By the way, you just killed parts of each of us. Burst just now and me when I thought you were like, you're a moron. That's a dumb idea. Like I wrote it down and everything. I put the LA part in bold. So I'd remember. Oh my God. Dalton Rushing, who we've never doubted, addressed his dust up. Who is this guy? Cole Carrick? Is that the guy's name? I don't even know who that dude is. Of the Rockies on Monday night.
I think it was just the competitive nature of the game. You're making a play on the ball, take it the wrong way, and like I said, I didn't mean any harm by the tag or the way I reacted to the ball. Made sure he knew that. I told him I was just reacting to the baseball, and I don't plan on it going any further.
DMAC, I'm going to give you a pet peeve of mine about baseball, and I have not covered baseball day to day in 15 years, so this may not be a thing, and you tell me if I'm being ridiculous, and maybe this doesn't even apply. I love baseball. You've seen how much I love it. It's my favorite sport. I love, along with soccer, I love it. But in covering it and being around the game, and maybe this rushing thing, this sort of unwritten rules of baseball for media, for baseball players, I just give me a break with the sensitivity of the unwritten rules. I'm eating a strawberry. How dare you look at me in the clubhouse? Like, I don't know, man. I didn't know you had a strawberry in your hand. Do you have a second? But I'm eating. I mean, come on, man. You just be like, no thanks.
Okay, there you go.
I have one blueberry in my fist, in the sea.
You looked at that home run too long. Stop admiring it.
Right. Why are you joyous?
Don't bunt to break up the no-no.
That one I would do. I would do in a heartbeat. You don't like that one.
I don't. I will say that one.
Is Dalton Rushing?
Don't step on the pitcher's mound. That's a weird one to me.
That's dumb. Don't stare at me after something happens. Like, dude, it's sports. Like, is there any? I love baseball. Is there any other sport where guys?
Okay, here.
If you like challenge a guy.
One, I'm genuinely curious. I guarantee you.
Okay,
that you
look
would.
too excited.
I guarantee that you would not. You would honor this one if a pitcher has a no-hitter going or a perfect game, and you're his teammate.
Right.
Would you talk to that guy?
No.
So you're cool with that one then?
Yeah, that one's fine. That one's not. I also I haven't played baseball in a long time. I was also a rally cap kid, right? Where the cap's upside down and the baseball's on top, and it's sit backwards and whatever, cross my legs. Like I'm superstition to me is different than unwritten rules, right?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
The guy next to me can't change his underwear, and he's on a 40-game hit streak. Like, I'll deal with the smell. It's fine. It's cool. We got you. But the I just hit a walk-off home run, or I just hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game, a 2-run shot with two strikes on the count or whatever, and I take a pause and I'm excited, or I do a fist pump, and then the pitcher's like, "You dare to do that?" Hey, man, you had your opportunity when you were trying to strike me out. That was your moment to try and best me.
Don't swing at a 3-0 pitch when you're blowing a team out.
But isn't that what Dalton Rushing's going through?
No, he is. He absolutely
give me a break on that.
That'd be a fun segment for next week. We could run down all the unwritten rules.
Dude, I'm down.
And we can say which ones we support.
I don't
which
like
ones
it.
we don't. You don't like that?
I love it. Hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
I was indifferent the whole time. But yeah,
well, I wasn't.
I like
unwritten rules.
To me, unwritten rules are like an old family recipe, right? It's like no one wrote it down, but you know when someone didn't do it right. You know when someone broke those rules. I like.
That was good.
I like unwritten rules.
Can we get a cheer? I'm cheering in my heart.
No, they are. It's like a family recipe, all right? And you're gonna respect those unwritten rules next week.
All right, you'll put them together and run them by me.
Yes. I have a feeling
you're
going
to put some together.
You are going to crap on all of them.
Is it still? I haven't had to be a baseball reporter in a long time. Is it still true that you can't talk to a guy when he's eating food?
That I'm not aware of.
Okay, that was
eating food. Like you mean as a so
this is mostly spring training where they have food in the middle and just be like, I don't know, man. I can't tell that you have a straw. Literally, it's I saw a guy get in trouble over strawberry.
The unwritten rule in the Dodgers clubhouse a couple years ago was if the player said, "I'm going for lunch," that means you were not supposed to go talk to him after that.
That's stupid.
And I saw someone do it, and they weren't happy about it.
They weren't happy about it.
They weren't. The player wasn't.
Okay. We'll do it next week. I'm excited. Dalton Rushing. By the way, this goes back to being hard on people, but I think fairly we were worried about and had a conversation about Dalton Rushing getting over his skis with Shohei Ohtani, and I think we've also been sort of both very happy with how he's responded.
Yeah, okay.
Is that not? No?
All right, yeah.
Whoa,
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
What was that pause?
Look, I mean...
There's no unwritten rules here.
Look.
Bring your words.
I was
Use your words, Doug.
I was 0 for 1 on pulling sound today. Okay, I struck out there. But I think that if I do a deep dive on you in rushing...
Do it.
I might have some better luck. I mean...
What is it you think I said?
You were very harsh on rushing.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
And that's okay. But like it was... You were kind of the pulse of what everyone's feeling at the time. There was a major emotional response, and
I said this could be...
I think it was clouded in how much you love and adore and worship Shohei Ohtani, which I respect, but I think that was the main issue.
I thought it could reflect that he could be broken, that he wouldn't get back from this, that it was a problem. But I'm pretty sure, we should go through the tape, that I said, now we see how he responds, and if he doesn't respond the right way, then he has to get out of town. Get him out of town.
Okay. I like it.
I mean, I'll have to go through the tape, too. I think you said at the end of one of the segments, Bill, I want to apologize, because that is the most brilliant baseball thing I've ever heard.
I think I definitely said that.
What is a hero, Mr. Lebowski?
Exactly.
Eric Lauer told reporters yesterday, speaking of sort of you were more team rushing than me. You had more optimism about rushing, or you had less vitriol in the face of, you're right, him disrespecting my guy Shohei Ohtani, and your guy too. But Eric Lauer, like you, big fan of Dalton Rushing, and talked about him as a teammate.
He's a great player, and I think he plays with a lot of moxie, and he definitely doesn't back down to anybody. And I think we love him for that. And he's a great guy that you want on your team and you want playing with you. So he's a great competitor, great guy. So I like him a lot.
I like him too, Doug.
That was cool to see, though, honestly. I mean, because that's an outsider. That's an outsider that might not be here for that much longer. So I think it's one thing for a lot of the internal Dodgers that have been here for a long time, that are leaders of this clubhouse, wanting to build up a Dalton Rushing because they feel like, hey, you got to help him out. Eric Lauer didn't have to do that, and he really came out and he said the truth. Definitely plays with moxie, definitely likes having him behind the dish. And what I say, I mean, feels like all of his teammates have come to bat for him and had his back. And I think that was one of the moments. I mean, if we're going to 2-3 months from now and we look at some of the big moments, defining moments, and I think too, I mean, you mentioned you love baseball, you're the biggest baseball fan. The cool thing about baseball is that the season's long enough to have moments like this where it's not about, oh, this is exactly what happened in the second inning and you hit the... Like, there's always this different element of baseball, and it kind of appeals the emotional side, and there's off-the-field stuff. There's a lot of things that go along with that, and we're going to see months from now, even years from now, how this could potentially be a turning point in Dalton Rushing's career, and to have guys like Eric Lauer speak highly of him, I think says a lot.
Dalton Rushing's confrontation, for lack of a better term, I think it's the right term, with Shohei Ohtani has led to good things for Dalton Rushing. Kyle Tucker's confrontation with Doug McCain, for lack of a better term, has led to good things for
I think you called it a felony. Didn't you call it a felony, what he did to Shohei? Was it
I hope so. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
if I may
you want to put him in federal prison.
If I may quote myself from earlier when I spoke to the Cleveland radio station, that is smart. That's a smart guy right there. Who needs to have a serious confrontation with Andy Pages? How do we reach... Because it was fun. It was cool. I know it's not an expectation on the offensive side, and you brought up a lot how valuable he is defensively. But is there somebody else who can get into it with Andy? Like maybe Moo can get at him one day for something?
So here's the thing.
Parking his parking spot?
Teoscar Hernandez was out for a very significant amount of time, and now he's back. And Teoscar Hernandez has taken Andy Pages, put him under his wing all season long. Teo was out. Now that he's back, it's been a couple of games, and he had that big moment, the Grand Slam in the Padres series that was incredible. But I'm interested to see if the All-Star game appearance, you pointed out, that was a fantastic point, getting that boost, saying, hey, I'm an All-Star now, baby. And then Teoscar Hernandez being back, getting a break. I think there's a lot of things in play for Andy Pages. I think that his approach by nature is going to make him a streaky-ish hitter. But you're right. I mean, he's been on a pretty extended slump here.
He really has been. And you're going back to the rushing thing. Whatever I said or you said that I said, I think you said that I want him in federal prison, and I said that's not what I want. I am a believer, like all of that aside, I am a huge believer that failure and difficulty and struggle are the most important ingredients to next leveling in anything you do, sports absolutely included. Now, does it break some people? Yeah, see Christian Pulisic, right? Some people can't handle failure and ridicule and embarrassment and humility and all of those things, especially with athletes, unlike, say, you or me or whoever's listening, where their difficult times come in a world where they are wealthy and they are celebrated and they are famous and they are surrounded by lots and lots of yes men and lots of people who want their attention, and hard to know who's actually giving them sort of good advice. That Dalton Rushing, and I'm also going to say the same thing in a positive way that I said in a negative way 2 or 3 weeks ago, or whenever the hell the Ohtani thing went down. We're not through a big enough sample set. Like, what follows still matters. But I'm very encouraged. I'm higher on Dalton Rushing now than I have been at all, because if you can take your failures and turn those into the catalyst, the fuel for good stuff, that to me, Doug, is what creates the kind of people you want to be surrounded by. And if you're the Dodgers, in a young guy who was a big-time prospect, who is a catcher, which is obviously a very important position on the field leadership-wise, who had to step into the shoes of Will Smith, who's obviously injured. There's a lot there that's like, oh my gosh, and it's Ohtani you got sideways with. If this is really his response and who he is when stuff goes badly, sign me up for that guy.
I think it is. I think what he's going to learn about this, Bill, is that for Dalton Rushing, if he's going to get into it, if he's going to have an edge, if there's going to be any moments like that, it's going to be 100% with the opposing team, right? I think that's what we learned. I still think he's going to play with an edge. I still think he is going to be a little bit of a hothead, right? Is he Sonny from The Godfather? Who knows, right? But and will that ultimately determine how good of a career he has? I think he'll have to level out to do that. But, hey, players play with an edge. If you go into the Dodgers dugout, still to this day, Bill, there's a mark where Andre Ethier hit his bat on there when he went crazy. That. They didn't take the mark out. They like the fact that it's there. The Dodgers could fix that. They make $1 billion a year. They leave it there because I think they like the edge. And if Dalton Rushing is the villain that this team didn't know they needed, then so be it.
The irony here is that if you and I had to assign which Dodger we're the most like, I might be Dalton Rushing, unfortunately. Like, that might be my role at this radio station. And your role would be
Alex Call.
Who's the most?
Because I made 2 bad calls.
Who's the most lovable? Well, no, it'd be Alex many bad calls. But who's the most lovable sort of personality? I'll have to think about who you would be.
I'm Shohei, bro. Relax. Okay. Hey. By the way, since
humility. It's on sale.
Since June 1st, by the way, Andy Pages, an 80 weighted runs created plus. That's the 3rd lowest on the team. This is a very extended slump.
Yeah, and by the way, that's the exact time that he went to the 2-hole, which I know you don't want to talk about, but I think it's best. DMAC and Reiter, we're going to try something new and something different. We are going to do a role reversal. You know that stupid, great movie, Freaky Friday, where you switch bodies? I'm going to be DMAC, and he's going to be Reiter, and we're going to talk Scooble next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's 40222. In an hour, we are going to take your questions. So if you'd like to give us some, we can answer anything. It can be sports, it can be pop culture. Doug is the pop culture guru of the show after winning a competition an hour ago. I thought I was going to win.
You did win.
You know, you don't be nice. You crushed me.
I got a lot of the gimmies at the end.
You consume
I got a lot of those
content.
layups.
I do too.
Yeah, I think that you've watched more non-sports TV than me. But I will take the win. A win's a win.
You did it, and you deserved it. At the Fan LA for I'm serious, for YouTube. The same for X. If you want to give us
some weird award. It's like, here, you're a couch potato. There's no hobbies.
Yeah, but here's the problem. You won the award. I competed in the exact same competition. I'm a couch potato with no hobbies, and I lost.
Just getting a seatbelt for my couch. Just
Bro, I have at my couch now, I have footrests, and I have this is where the wine goes. This is where the beer goes. Here's where the food goes. Oh, yeah.
You're full blown into it.
I'm just, Right leg is up on this guy, but maybe the left is on the other stool.
Couch is important, dude.
Couch is important.
Couch is absolutely important.
All right, so we're going to try to, I don't know how this will go. We're going to switch roles here, and we're going to do some mood music. I'm going to be Doug McKinnon. I'm Doug, and you're going to be me. And we're going to argue each other's views on Tarek Skubal. Is that the deal?
So, I think, yeah. So, basically...
Okay, do your voice? Are we doing each other's voices?
DMAC and Reiter, 97 on the Fan.
They only got one chance to win 3 in a row. You're an idiot.
Here's the thing. If the Dodgers...
This is me.
Trade Skubal, and they give him, and he's bad, they have no prospects.
So we're going to misrepresent each other.
I'm Bill Reiter. 97 on the Fan. DMAC and Reiter, 97 on the Fan.
Hey, where's the clock? Are we still in the air at 7? All right.
All right, so basically...
You're going to argue that you're going to go with reasons...
In this bizarre world...
that the Dodgers should not or will not get Skubal.
So exactly. Right. So if you've been watching the show, which I know you all have, I have been the leader of the Dodgers need to go all in to trade Tarek Skubal fan club. I think that this team...
You're not you. What are you doing?
So I'm just saying, I'm morphing into you now. I'm morphing into you. So now
you're just making your own case.
No, I'm Bill Reiter.
I will make it for you.
Okay, all right, fine. I'll get right into it. So I'm a little worried. So this is why the Dodgers should not trade for Tarek Skubal and why he might not be wearing Dodger blue after the August 3rd trade deadline. So guess what, DMAC? Have you seen the Tigers' record? Have you seen how well they played?
I don't like who you sound like.
The Tigers are only 5.5 games back in the AL Central. In May, they were bad. They were 6-22. They lost a lot of close games, but in June, they've had one of the best records in all of Major League Baseball since June 1st on. 36-28. They have the best record in the American League since June 1st. In that span, they're first in home runs. They're 9th in OPS. They're 10th in home runs allowed. They've had some of the best underlying metrics of any team in baseball. They have the 4th best run differential in the American League. Also, they can be good teams. They have the best record against teams over 500 in the American League, and also they have the 8th easiest remaining schedule. So guess what, DMAC? The reason why Tarek Skubal will not be a Dodger mainly is because he's going to still be a Tiger.
I'm Doug, and that's a really great point. That's one of the greatest points I've ever heard. I really liked it, even though it's stupid and it's wrong and you don't know ball. But you know ball, and I love you, and I'd die for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you still going?
No.
Okay. Where's the clock at? I got 20 minutes to go? Okay. Give me 20 minutes. Here we go. This team, I'm Doug McCain. I'm playing Bill Reiter playing Doug McCain. This team's already tasty like a bag of fresh cherries picked from the tree of success. But you can't guarantee the roots will go deep enough to get a 3. You know what I'm saying? Why are you on your computer? You only get one chance to win 3 in a row. And wise man once told me, his name was Doug McCain. It's me.
Well, I don't got a twang.
No, I'm not good at invitations. Prospects? Parade's not prospects. You ever had a parade? You get candy. You get apple cider. I can't do your voice. I'm Doug. You know, I sound like a character from Forrest Gump. What's going on? Here,
I like it. No, come on, stay in it. I kind of feel
it. You made
no,
me
I
feel
didn't.
bad about
Keep
myself.
going, Bill.
I don't care about hard outs. I don't care about breaks. I've got perspective. All right, here we go.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, that was me.
No, what the
That
heck?
was not cool. You threw me off with making fun of my.
Don't use it as an attack to attack me.
I'm Doug. Sorry, I'm Doug. I'm Doug. Here's the deal. Anybody who doesn't want Tarek Skubal stupid and doesn't belong on the radio or talk about the Dodgers, okay? This is an organization.
You go deeper when you get serious. Do you know that?
Okay.
When you get really you get on your microphone and you go.
Dodgers farm system put together by Andrew Friedman isn't about bringing up a bunch of would-be, could-be prospects. It's not pixie dust. We're not at Disneyland. It's not a ride. It's a championship cruiser that's trying to make its way to the promised land. And Tarek Skubal guarantees that. The end.
Really? Are you serious?
That was really bad.
What are you talking about?
By the way, Your imitation of me was good in the beginning, but we both know whose voice you started doing. I don't like it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You went there.
Okay.
But in fairness, I made you a 70-year-old man from Arkansas. I don't know why.
So I'm going to snap back into Bill Reiter mode. Okay. So the Dodgers. Wait. What are you talking about? You're making a trade? Trades subtract from the sum of all human joy. Okay. That's what trades do. You okay? We don't need Tarek Skubal. Here's the thing about Tarek Skubal. Are you denying the reporting of this reporting? Are you saying no to the reporting of Katie Wu? What are you talking about? Just say yes or no. Is this a bad report or a good report? Let me know right now, DMAC.
I'm not loquacious enough to do a proper DMAC, but I'm going to try again.
Look, a few years ago, I was standing in the Dodgers clubhouse, and they were telling me how I'm their favorite person there. And I was talking to Mookie, and I realized we have a very similar physique, and that's why Tarek Skubal will be Dodger. Thank you.
Well, I like Elvis now.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Here's my actual DMAC argument for why Tarek Skubal will be a Dodger. You ready? In my own voice, but this is your argument. I'll make it for you. The Dodgers are masters at deception, and they are the best-run organization in baseball and maybe all of sports. And what they have done through Katie Wu, in a totally excellent reflection of her access, not, Bill, her problems, as you try to misrepresent my Doug McCain's view on Katie Wu, is they have lowered the price and put the fear of God into Detroit, that it's going to be hard to get the price they originally thought. And so when finally Detroit comes begging, the Dodgers are not going to lower the price. They're going to give the price they're always willing to do, but they're going to set a deadline. They're not going to let Milwaukee or the Padres or somebody else try to do what the Dodgers are doing, which is set how the market operates. And Detroit, knowing that the prospects the Dodgers have are the one that Detroit actually wants, are going to close a deal, and Friedman's going to get fair market value, and all of the smoke screens and all of the noise and everything out there was just a strategy to do what I told you, Bill. If you'd shut your mouth and listen, the Dodgers were going to do all along, and that is get the most powerful pitcher on the face of the planet who's available. They have the money to not worry about giving away prospects and have them walk somewhere else. That's fine. Scott Boras can get them a payday. They're going to get a third ring. Sit there, be quiet, and listen.
Yes, King. That was you. That was a great take. Can we give him a cheer? I mean, that is a take of all that. I love. Who you been hanging out with, man?
I was Doug.
I love that take. And here, I'll give the Bill Reiter response to why maybe he doesn't end up as a Dodger, and that is because the bidding war could be very high.
You can do my voice higher. I know how to sound.
The bidding war can be very high, and there's going to be a lot of teams interested. You did read the odds earlier. The Dodgers did have the second best odds, I believe, behind the Brewers. But the Brewers, the Yankees, the Braves, there's going to be a lot of teams that could be in the mix for a Tarek Skubal. And if the Dodgers are going to get him, they would have to potentially overpay significantly. And if they do that, then do you give yourself enough ammo to make moves in the offseason when you typically like to make moves? The other thing, too, is do they really need a Tarek Skubal? You have Shohei Ohtani, who's the best pitcher ever, who should be pitching every day, throwing 150 pitches per game. You have Yamamoto, the World Series MVP. You have Blake Snell, and you have Tyler Glasnow, the guy that I follow around in bars in Manhattan Beach, right? You already have the same amount of aces than a deck of cards, which is 4. If you bring in Tarek Skubal, do you need a 5th ace? And what would that mean for Tyler Glasnow? I think also Blake Snell is healthier than ever. He's saying that he's not worried about his shoulder anymore. So you have a lot of elite starting pitchers already. You don't want to overpay. And if you don't get Tarek Skubal, then you still can win the World Series. So why do you even need him? Oh my goodness, I want to wash my mouth out with soap. I think I threw up a little bit because I just don't like the words that came out of my mouth.
Honestly,
go all in on Tarek Skubal.
I want to walk into LA and just like cover my face somehow and talk like you, and then have people tell me how great I am and give me free drinks. Like by the way, very popular in the chat at the Fan LA. Mitchell Dolphin, who's a big listener, like a big streamer, writes, "The resemblance is uncanny. Almost can't tell who is who right now. Mac Reiter and BMAC." That is, I just looked at this, so people found that. I'm glad that all.
I'm loving having all this hair, dude. You know, like, geez, I'm never cutting that, dude.
People, by the way, it's fine. What is with the fixation in the chat with the hair? I mean, is it? It's what it is. It's hair, man.
Strength is in your hair, Samson. Right,
dude. You've seen it. Like the way that they made me cut it when I was doing TV, it was shorn.
Yeah,
it was like.
Well, my favorite moment, I rewatched the LeBron clip. I know it's totally not related to this topic, but what did you say when he asked for the extra? Can I have an extra in your Mount Rushmore?
I was basically like, okay.
Yeah, I've never seen you like feel more powerful. You had to argue with the greatest basketball player. You're like, please, Bill, can I get one more player on my?
I'll allow it.
LeBron.
Yeah, it's true. But
you should have been like, hey, LeBron, what's the magic word? Right? What's the magic word, LeBron? Can you say please?
It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part of that interview.
Yeah, that was it. That was when you were in your short hair era.
I also had food poisoning from the night before. Here's a little tip to you: if you go to Akron, Ohio, don't get the sushi.
Don't get the sushi now. That's a you problem. Why are you ordering sushi?
Because I had just moved to L.A.
The Polar Bear in Arlington,
and
dude.
I had been eating sushi at Izakaya and Sugarfish every night. Every night for like a month. I'm like, because the sushi here is so good.
And by the way, the Tigers with Framber Valdez are winning right now. They're at 1-0 on the A's, so the Tigers could keep winning. Like I said,
let's get it.
If Tarek Skubal stays in Detroit, that's not the worst thing for the Dodgers, right? That shark stays in that aquarium. The Tigers don't let him out into the ocean. So I think that it wouldn't be the worst thing for the Dodgers if that is what ultimately ends up happening. But I'm still holding out hope. Tarek Skubal to LA. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, it's okay. I know you feel bad. We're reversing back. I'm me. He's him. As Bill Reiter, as Doug McCain, as our actual selves.
I live in Manhattan Beach.
We will talk about the NFC North and preview it next on I Love Everybody, DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. Let's do the NFL report.
It's time for the latest headlines on and off the gridiron. It's DMAC and Reiter's NFL report.
What up, Bursch?
What up, guys?
You're
yes,
back.
we are continuing our divisional preview of the NFL. We started yesterday with the NFC West, and today we're going to the NFC North. We'll start off here with the Bears. The Bears won the division, notably over the offseason. They traded DJ Moore to the Bills. They signed safety Kobe Bryant and traded for a center.
So this is my team, but I also hate them, which is why I never bring them up. Have I told you this?
Yeah, you've talked about your Bears team, but you also, I forgot which episode it was. You kind of, I think it was after we found out they're going to Indiana. You're like,
Even
is this
before
the time to leave?
Yeah, they're leaving me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not me leaving them. The Indiana thing is, anyway, I think that the NFC North is the second most interesting division in football outside of the NFC West. And the Bears are, who would the Bears NFC West comp? You know what? The Bears are more like the AFC West. The Bears are like the Chargers. I want to believe that they're going to be good, but they're such losers that it's hard for me to believe in good things, just even with last year.
I look, Ben Johnson had that city believing. It took a miracle interception by the Rams really to win that. They almost beat the Rams.
I know.
And yes, it was at home, it was at Soldier Field, but you got Garrett Bradbury, you got Jedrick Willis Jr., a center, an offensive tackle. You mentioned Kobe Bryant, Devin Bush, the linebacker. They've made some pretty good offseason moves.
Where are you on Caleb? Because it's an LA story to a degree, right? Or I know he has the talent. Dude, like last year, everything that he did was jazz, was audibles, was last minute, was like that. He didn't actually run the offense for the first 3 quarters of most of those games.
So that's the thing,
effectively.
Man. So his flashes are incredible. When he can break the pocket, can get out of structure, he can make some special throws. I think for Caleb, it's can you protect him? Can he win inside the pocket? I do think that for the Bears that have searched for a long time to get a guy that can be the quarterback to face that franchise, they have him in Caleb Williams.
You think he's that guy? How good can he be? He can be a top X.
I think he win a Super Bowl. I'm a Bruin, so I'm a very anti-USC.
Do you think he
Caleb
can
Williams.
win a Super Bowl?
I absolutely can. Yeah, he's got that kind of talent, man. He's a special talent. We're talking. This is a Heisman Trophy winner, a former #1 pick. They just got to build that castle for the king type thing.
I'm worried he's the James Harden of football.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, I think he already had.
I'm trained to not believe in the Bears, so take it all.
He had some heroics. That was like his throw he made. That's like you're playing Madden. You run back and you try to launch it and you get the big catch.
If you look at the stats of how his first 10 or 15 possessions go, where it's usually scripted by Ben Johnson, it's abysmal. And that's not a Ben Johnson scripting problem. That's a Caleb executing problem. So my worry is that Caleb can't actually operate Ben Johnson's offense, but when the bleep hits the fan and he has to sort of do it as just his athleticism and he was clutch last year, but the way that they won last year and the way that he operated will regress to the mean. You cannot do that again and again and again and again.
He's got it factor though, and he can throw tight windows. He can throw when he's moving. He's got some arm talent, as you like to make fun of me for always using.
I didn't bring it up.
No, it's
We're
okay.
having a great Thursday.
Trust me, I reluctantly say that reluctantly about Caleb Williams.
Well, the Packers finished second last year. They got the wild card. Notable offseason moves here. They let Romeo Doubs walk. They traded away Dontavian Wicks, but they gave extensions to Christian Watson and Jaden Reed. They did lose Malik Willis, Quay Walker, and Rasheed Walker.
Aren't you hanging out with Jordan Love this weekend?
Yeah, well, Jordan Love, man, he's in the mix. He's going to be there.
Yeah, and you're going to be there.
Yeah,
at the
Harbor City.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going down.
Yeah, we're giving away tickets in 10 minutes.
I can't wait.
You can say what's up to DMAC.
Yo.
And you cannot say what's up to Reiter. He will not be there. I'm a Jordan Love guy. And I feel like I'm more and more on an island here. I think he can win. I think he will win a Super Bowl.
Look, they don't need to be Aaron Rodgers overnight, right? They just need to continue to take steps in the right direction.
Yep.
His talent is there, too. There's some similarities with him and Caleb Williams in that they're not just the most traditional quarterbacks, but they have those wow moments, those it factor moments. So I just need to see him graduate from can he be the guy to, hey, he is the guy, permanently for a franchise that hits on quarterbacks and they don't really go that route where they have to find QB. So I think Jordan Love could be that guy. I think the big question for them is the wide receiver spot. You got Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs. Like, who's going to be their wide receiver one? There's still the Packers, a lot of talent on that team. If it weren't for the Micah Parsons injury last year, who knows what they would have done.
100%, dude. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Well, the Vikings actually finished third in the division over the offseason. They signed Kyler Murray. They signed Jawan Jennings. They traded away edge Jonathan Greenard.
So you're by the way, you're high on Kyler Murray. I think he was a total disaster in Arizona for all the reasons we know. I do have I'm not optimism. I'm really interested in what he's going to do there because it's going to be a really good or it's going to be really bad. And either way, I think it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, look, I mean, Murray was in a bad situation in Arizona. He still has a unique ability to break the pocket, use that quickness, get yards on the ground. He's got a good arm. He really absolutely does. And I think you put him in a new situation, it's going to be a big year. I'm with you, though. I am absolutely with you on the variance there. It could be a total disaster. You did add Jawan Jennings, and there's going to be probably a debate between J.J. McCarthy and Kyler Murray if he doesn't have a lot of success. But, hey, Justin Jefferson
McCarthy's
is still
not very good, dude.
He's not. I think he's a bust.
He is a bust.
He's an absolute bust.
If J.J. McCarthy has an opportunity to play, the Vikings this will be the last time we talk about that'll be the last time we talk about the Vikings.
You're right.
J.J. McCarthy is now the quarterback with the last words we say about the Vikings this year.
And we probably won't be saying this a lot. Skull! It's the Viking.
Got it.
Okay.
No, it's there.
All right.
I'm sorry. Wait, do it again.
I think I heard my arms.
Do it again. Do it again.
Skull! I think I really hurt my arms.
That was great.
Okay, I regret that, actually.
Guys, the Detroit Lions actually finished last in the division despite going 9-8 over the offseason. They traded away David Montgomery. They signed Isaiah Pacheco. They hired Cardinals OC Drew Petzing to the same position.
Let me ask you a question because I made fun of Dan Campbell when he first got hired and he did, I'm going to bite your knee. Bite your kneecaps off. And I was a better version. That was really good. I've been here for years and years. So he's like a dog that just like got in his kneecaps. Oh, God. Physical violence by sound. I think the window's over, dude.
You think so? I'm with you on that. I am not a big Detroit Lions guy. They had an opportunity. You had Ben Johnson. You had a window.
Yeah.
You could have stolen something. A lot of talent, though. I mean, with Jahmyr Gibbs, you still have Jared Goff.
I like
Indoor.
Jared Goff.
I do too.
Do you have a soft spot for him? I feel bad for the guy. Like I'm glad he's not here, but he lives here in the offseason.
Yeah, look, Jared Goff is someone that he can't get you to the top of the mountain, but man, he can get close.
He lives near me actually, apparently.
Who doesn't live near you?
I mean, well, pretty soon me.
Is it like a cul-de-sac with like 10,000 LA celebrities and athletes?
You've been to Manhattan Beach, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so not big on Detroit. I think we're aligned on that one.
Yeah, I think the Vikings and the Lions both have the potential to be one of those teams that surprise, right? The NFL is cool because it's hard to predict everything that's going to happen. I had the guys in Cleveland ask me today whether or not whether the Rams are the most pressure, whether there's ever been more pressure and expectation to win a Super Bowl in the history of the NFL than the Rams. And I don't think so. Do you?
It's up there. I mean,
paper,
it really
for a
is.
team that hasn't won?
Yeah.
For a team that isn't the defending champ?
Yeah, it's definitely lots of pressure.
We haven't done this yet. We are going to get into the nitty-gritty on Jonathan Kuminga and what the Lakers would have to do to get him. I've got a little reporting for you from some people around the league about what that fit would look like and whether they like it because we gave them anonymity. Doug's got a perspective. I've got a perspective. Is Kuminga a Laker, and does it make sense? That is the question we'll answer next here on DMAC and Reiter. and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com or text injury help to 40222. That's 40222. I don't want to put your business on the streets, but I know you're going to a very cool place at some point in the next few months when you're on vacation. Have we done this on the air? I can't remember.
Yeah.
You're going to Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. I'm so jealous, dude. I'm so excited for you. It is the absolute best place in the world.
No, I've already used you as an excuse. I was like, yeah, when we're there, we got to get Bill some Barcelona jerseys.
Dude.
So
I'll give you money for it, yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
You're good.
They're expensive. You're going to want the money.
That DMAC money.
They're
it's
like
all good.
$150 each, bro.
Well, you think you're getting a real version?
Yeah. What do you buy?
I was going to use.
You buy knockoffs?
No, of course.
I'll take it.
I'm going to use. I'm going to use buying you Barcelona jerseys as an excuse to get myself Barcelona jerseys because I think it's July 31st. They're releasing the new Barcelona Kobe one that's purple.
I want it so bad. It looks
super sick. I think the Barcelona kit, first of all, jersey, slap myself in the face.
Sorry, kit.
It's a kit. My fault.
You just slapped me in the face.
Oh,
Did I say it?
no.
I
Wow.
think I said jersey
That was a
too.
nice little. But the cool thing about the new
That hurt. I just
Barcelona
slapped
kit,
myself
yeah,
in the face.
jeez. Whoosh. The new Barcelona kit, the numbers are Gaudi inspired, which looks really sick.
Well, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, the numbers are Gaudi inspired, so they kind of have that look to it, and then it did just look pretty sick. I'm afraid I'm going to convert from a PSG to a Barcelona fan. I'm a little worried.
Come on over, buddy.
Yeah.
Sources tell me that Jean, your wife, is the planner of the cup. There's always one planner who's the planner. And by sources tell me, I mean have met you, so I'm just assuming it's Jean. No, I'm just kidding. You told me. Tell Jean. Oh, was that a shot? I didn't mean it to be. You look like maybe
A shot of who?
You took it that way. You.
No. We planned, like, it's a 50.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I mean, she plans 99 point everything.
I want to help you and Jean. I have some spots for you guys. I want to help. Like, if you're interested, I can help. I've been there so much. I've lived there. I can curate a few places. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I got
everything
you.
you got, dude.
Are you a gin guy?
Yeah, I'll mess with some gin.
Best gin and tonic bar that I've ever in the world is in Barcelona.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I want you for that. I want you to have that. I want that for you. And I'm wondering if you want to be in the building when LA decides its champion, 310 Originals and 97.1 The Fan, is giving you tickets to the City Championship Celebrity Challenge, Deshaun Jackson versus Keyshawn Nixon, July 11th in Harbor City. Paul Pierce, YG, Matt Barnes, Jordan Love, Doug McCain, and more with Marathon Burger, $40 get to in or listen to win. This is LA's game. We're going to give away tickets right now. The phone number is 855-97-LA-FAN. We'll give you 2 tickets to the City Championship Celebrity Challenge. Mr. McCain, how many callers, what caller number should the winner be?
Let's do 2.
I was hoping you were going to say 15 to make
You want to do 15, really?
No, we'll do 2.
Okay.
That would be mean.
2 for Derek Fisher, baby. D-Fish.
You got...
Says C.
You were saying you guys were hanging out there.
Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah,
good?
one of these days I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said something really interesting to me on his show that I was listening to when I was at my home and not with him.
855-97-LA-FAN. Caller number 2. Ryan's got stuff going on, so if you call, just let it ring. Like he will get you. I know there's been a robust amount of attention and desire for those tickets, so just be patient. 855-97-LA-FAN. All right. We have not really gotten into the Kuminga thing, and it with a lot of depth. We've broken this out for you, Doug and I, here on DMAC and Reiter. We're going to go a little deep on Kuminga. So the California Post had a really insightful and good story today, Doug, I think you spotted, that really broke down and gets into the Kuminga situation. First of all, the interest, and we know this, is real. Maybe the fit is the Post reports that the Lakers want Kuminga, and Kuminga wants the Lakers. The problem is they're far apart on what it would take despite the mutual interest. And as for the fit, like whether it's worth all the things we're going to give you that it would take to get him here, I reached out to a few people, Doug. I can't give the name, but I promise you that this particular person, so I'm going to read their take, is one of the 2 or 3 best talent evaluators in the NBA that I have regular access to. And this is a guy who has scouted, drafted, developed household names in the NBA. He's very good at this job, and he's still in the game. Okay, quote. This is about Kuminga. I think he'd be a good fit with them, honestly, Bill. He'd be their best athlete, and they need a big wing that can fill the lane and transition and play out of the dunker spot in Lucas P&R's. His defense is overrated, but he'd still be their best on-ball option against scoring wings. It's probably an important person, despite the fact they filled out most of their roster, end quote. So, let's start here, man. How weird is it, and you brought this up, that the last spot feels really critically important to the sort of secret sauce of this Lakers team.
Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of times the Lakers heading into the season, they like to carry 14 guys on their roster, and that way you have some flexibility. Of course, there's the buzzword, the optionality of it all. If you find someone late, a veteran, a guy that you can get on the buyout market later, I mean, they like to keep that spot open, but this is absolutely critical for all the points that awesome nugget right there from one of the world's best NBA player scouts gave us, that, hey, this is a guy that's athletic, that's dynamic, that it could be a good fit. Is his defense overrated? I think that is probably fair to say, just because Jonathan Kuminga has been he's been hyped up since he was taken in the first round, a lottery pick in 2021. People talk about his defense, but the Lakers are in a position where if you get Kuminga, you got a guy that has upside. The Lakers need to get out of the business of going for names and going for potential now.
Makes it a gamble, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of Look, I was really high on Kuminga when he got drafted by the Warriors, and I think I've made this point before, but before I get to this next bit of reporting from the Post, just to put a cherry on top of the insight DMAC just gave you here on DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, I think that sometimes you have to contextualize the players you're going to get, and in the context of Jonathan Kuminga, the reality is that the Warriors, as storied as they've been going back to 2014-15, as successful as they've been, they are the most dominant NBA team in the NBA since Kobe. I mean, the Lakers. I mean, they are. They didn't do that by drafting and developing talent. They did that by having Steph Curry and figuring out how to plug him in with the guys around him. And Draymond Green was a big part of that, and Klay Thompson was a big part of that. But they have failed at player development. And it's not even a shot. I won't argue that the Dodgers have failed, but you have pointed out that the Dodgers are willing to trade away prospects for players now, meaning I think the Dodgers were smarter about it. The Warriors failed Moses Moody. They failed Jonathan Kuminga. And my point is, there's a world where Kuminga is more likely to be an untapped player of a high ceiling than most players of his caliber around the NBA, because I know he was in Atlanta last, but he came from a Golden State Warriors team that wouldn't play him, that would start and stop him. It reminds me of remember when Brian Flores would start Tua Tagovailoa and then bench him, and Tua was really inconsistent, and then McDaniel came in and Tua was great till the concussions. I think Kuminga can be kind of an NBA comp to that, because he was at an organization where Steve Kerr didn't trust young guys, and their play development was absolutely awful. So I think there's a gamble, but I think there's a ceiling here. And sort of like what you're saying, what I'm saying, what this executive DMAC is saying here on DMAC and Reiter, it fits what the Post reported was the Lakers' sales pitch in meetings between Pelinka and Kuminga and JJ the day after the Hawks declined the $24.3 million player option. They met with him the next day in person. The Lakers told Kuminga they see him as a high-level starting wing. So this is where I get a little worried, because you're recruiting your starter right now. Starting wing who would complete the vision of their roster reconstruction around superstar Luka Doncic. And the thing is, the thing that can get Kuminga on a pitch level, we'll get to the money and all the trades and stuff in a second, the thing that you sell Kuminga on in terms of the basketball is you're our starting wing. The problem is if they don't get him, they don't have a starting wing, dude. It is a league where you have to have wings.
So that's the thing right there. You have to be able to fill the roster with players that are essential to the success of Luka Doncic. And I think the interesting thing about Kuminga, and I think part of the sell job, is, as you mentioned, he is untapped potential. And the Lakers don't need another player who is what he is, right? A lot of times for the Lakers, they get players who we know what they are. DeAndre Ayton, we thought there was upside there, but we knew what he was. He was a little later in his development, in his career. So the Lakers, they don't need players who they are what they are. They need someone who could be something that nobody saw coming, right? And I think for a Kuminga, there's been a lot of hype around him, but what he's never had is consistent playing time where you're talking 27 to 30 minutes. The Lakers can give him 27 to 30 minutes. You're playing with an elite playmaker in Luka, an emerging one in Austin Reeves, and also a great rim protector. So even though his role is going to be simplified, it's also going to be, I think, enhanced too, because they need him in that kind of role.
All right, so dude, that is such a great point, and I'm glad that it's so right, because okay, if you start, you're going to play in the 30-minute range, right? And the Lakers have enough depth and young people that maybe this isn't true. If you look at Kuminga's stats, they're fine. They're a little underwhelming. But if you look at his per 36-minute numbers, so if you look at LeBron's stats and LeBron's per 36-minute numbers, they're basically the same numbers because LeBron James plays a lot of minutes, or certainly has most of his career. The last year this is not far off from every year. The last year that Kuminga was a full-timer in Golden State, a year and a half ago, if he had played his per 36, so if he had played 36 minutes a game, you're talking a 23-point, 7-rebound, 4-assist player. In fact, the year after that, when he split time, his per 36-minute numbers in terms of rebounding went all the way up to 9. If the guy gets minutes and he gets an opportunity to shine, he's a 23-point, 10-rebound player who is good, adequate to great. Now, my executive think he's overrated, but somewhere defensively, like he can be solid as a defensive player, and he's obviously an athlete. And so there is, to your exact point, you get him enough minutes. He actually contributes when he gets minutes. Kerr wouldn't play him a lot. And not just that. It's not as if Kuminga was in this situation when he was in Golden State where he was getting 18 minutes a game and he couldn't really make an impact. There would be games where he get 29 and games where he get 4. And that lack of consistency kills a young player's development. So all of which is to say, his ceiling, you can measure it. There's a 24-point, 10-rebound player in there, dude.
There is, and he had some really good games against the Knicks in the playoffs, right? A 21-point game, a 19-point game. And then I think that for this Lakers team to have any chance of being a top 3 team in the West, which I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm starting to look at things through the purple and gold lenses, right, through those sunglasses. Because look, I'm a Laker hardcore fan for my whole life, right? So I kind of veer on like, wow, I'm trying to talk myself into this. And when I try to talk myself into it, you just like you mentioned on Kuminga, right? They need guys that on some nights are going to have a better night than Austin Reeves every now and then, right? Whether that's a Grimes, whether that's a Kuminga, and you could see both those guys dropping 20-plus points on a night where maybe Austin Reeves gives you 18 to 20 points, but it's playmaking more, right? That's setting guys up and facilitating, and maybe Luka doesn't have to go full-blown post-Shaq, Kobe Bryant, drop 50, 60 points to have this team be competitive.
I 100% with you. And one of the many things that I really like about doing this show with you and like doing this particular show, DMAC and Reiter on 97.1 The Fan, is I think this sounds a little arrogant, but I think we both work really hard to bring great information, and I think we're pretty good at what we do. But we come from a different place. I mean, you're very informed, and I'm very informed, but you have this sort of passion for LA, and I'm sort of more coming at it from a sometimes negative, but sort of more a journalistic perspective where I don't have an emotional attachment, and we are aligned on Kuminga. Like your heart and my head are saying the same thing. And your head too. My heart really is out. I'm heartless is what I'm saying. Like there is a really great player here. Now, that's the good news. That's the upside. I think we're aligned, and I think it's real, and this executive is aligned with us. Kuminga's a really good player for the Lakers, and there's a ceiling beyond that, and there's a need. The problem is the deal is really hard to do, and the California Post did a great job kind of laying out the lack of the Lakers' financial flexibility. Here's the deal. Here's the issue. As they write in the California Post, when factoring in the additions of Kessler, Sexton, and Looney, plus Reeves, obviously massive deal, even in the $21 million cap hole, which is good news relative to what he gets paid, the Lakers would have to shed over $20 million in salary, DMAC, from their upcoming roster to create the requisite cap space to sign Kuminga at a salary that starts around $10 million per year. Problem is, going back to they're far apart, the idea that $10 million per year for Kuminga is doable is unlikely. It's unlikely to get a deal done, as the California Post writes. So here is the solution. And this is where it gets tricky, and I'm curious if you think the juice is worth the squeeze as a Lakers fan. Quote, a source told the California Post, the Hawks are willing to execute a sign and trade with the Lakers around the framework of Kuminga going to LA and the Hawks receiving Jared Vanderbilt and the Lakers' 32 first-round pick swap. So it's another pick swap, which is a risk. The loan option the Lakers have of trading a first-round pick this summer. Los Angeles also has 3 second-round picks, Wizards 2 picks, and its own 33 pick available to trade. And for those of you wondering, this is the only way to get Kuminga because based on the lack of financial flexibility, they're not going to be able to cut $20 million. You cannot sign him as an unrestricted free agent at the amount of money it will take to get Kuminga. You can do a sign and trade. The Lakers have already put, like a Vegas, like they put most of their chips on the table. Are you okay with them moving their last controllable first-round pick? It's a swap for Jonathan Kuminga because You're starting to pile risk on risk on risk here, dude.
You absolutely are, but I really don't think they're in a position to not make a bold move like this. I mean, if you look at the alternatives here, a guy like a Zaire Williams or a Bruce Brown, someone that has said on a podcast not too long ago that he almost signed with the Lakers, I think in 2023, right? There's been those other names that you could pursue, but Kuminga, he offers the biggest upside. Like I said, it's not about chasing names, it's about chasing guys that have the potential to level up. And I think if you're the Lakers and you're going to offer that pick swap in 2032, try to get him too on a deal where if it's a 3-year contract, right, and you're getting him basically not just to win next year with Luka and Austin Reeves, you're setting up your core, right? You're setting up your roster. I mean, one of my favorite things about this Lakers team is, yeah, they're interesting again. They're fun to think about because they're the Lakers again. They are building their own team. It's not the LeBron Lakers anymore. And with all the moves they made this offseason, whether it be Grimes, whether it be Mamu, whether it be a Walker Kessler, a Colin Sexton, they are all guys who are at least going to be here for 3 years with those player options. So you have your team for the foreseeable future. And at that point, your roster is committed to. I mean, why not just commit to another guy that you think can help you win the next couple years with Luka in his prime? Because by basketball years, 3 years is a long time.
Man, it's look, there's a lot of desperation lined up in this. And you're right. You made the point. Some of those guys are the backup options. It's worth noting in the competition for Kuminga's services. In fact, Easy 13 just asked a question. We'll answer it because we're going to do Q&A in about 10 minutes. So get on the chat or get on X at the Fan LA, YouTube X. Give us your questions. But he basically is like, there's not much of a market for Kuminga. But there is somewhat of a market because the Cavs want him, according to the California Post. And the problem with Cleveland courting Kuminga is that if, as we suspect, and it's a guess, right? We don't know where LeBron's going. If LeBron announces he's going to Cleveland, that becomes a much more desirable place. And or, right, depending on the order, tail could wag the dog here. If you're the Cavs and you're trying to figure out how the hell to get LeBron, adding Kuminga is going to be helpful. The more that you can sort of say, here is a piece that makes sense for a winning team, and I think Kuminga is at minimum a piece, the easier it is to convince LeBron to go there. So the Cavs have interest, and look, Cleveland ain't LA, but you don't know how Kuminga feels about the idea of playing with LeBron James and playing in the East and avoiding the West. You know Zaire Williams. Yep, that's the name. Bruce Brown's a guy. The problem with Brown, another name that's in the story that I'd forgotten about is P.J. Washington, former teammate of Doncic. They get along really well. Been linked with sort of a Doncic reunion. The problem is his fully guaranteed $89 million deal in Washington over the next 4 years, the Post writes, isn't appealing to the Lakers. And so to your exact point, whether it's Zaire Williams, whether it's Bruce Brown, whether it's some of these other names, whether it's P.J. Washington, either the contracts are problematic or you're really starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel. And either way, there aren't many options left. And so there's also, seems like the Lakers offseason, there's a lot of desperation here, DMAC, where I wonder if things go south, if we won't look back. This is the negative journalist in me and go, oh, we were so excited about the Lakers offseason, but in retrospect, they overspent on everybody. They overspent on Kuminga. They overspent on Reeves. They overspent on Kessler. Potentially, this is the bad scenario. And we should have known because they were acting out of desperation.
Yeah, I think they are acting out of desperation. I think they are acting out of a new era of Lakers basketball with Rob Pelinka probably getting some influence by the Dodgers.
I hope so.
Decision makers, development, things like that. So I will say that to me makes me want and feel inspired by the moves they made, because I don't think that they would make these moves in a vacuum where you don't think that you are going to elevate these players' games. Remember that not only is Luka going to elevate these players' games because of how good of a playmaker he is, but Walker Kessler is going to elevate players' games because of how good of a defender he is. But it is really interesting about the whole desperation angle, if that is a detriment or something to where I think it's commendable. Like I think that the Lakers are kind of happy, right? You basically got a divorce with LeBron James, right? And he moved out of the house, and you're like, oh, we get to decorate the house again like we want it, right? So I think that's kind of how it is for them. They're kind of like, there's a rebirth, and there's an excitement for that.
Have you seen The Housemaid?
Yeah, Housemaid's good times.
I don't want to. Have you seen The Housemaid, Bursch?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a reference that doesn't ruin it for most people, but if you've seen it, you'll get it, right? If you know, you know.
I think you said Handmaid's Tale, so no.
No, Housemaid.
Housemaid, no.
Oh, you haven't?
I have not seen it.
With Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
Fine actress.
No. Yeah, the movie with the hot dude.
Yeah.
Or my wife says, "Oh, dude,
you went
whoop,
there.
dump that.
I didn't really know how
dump
to
that.
answer
Dump,
you. I didn't really know what to say.
Dump that.
No, yeah, dump it. It's yes.
Okay.
I don't. Okay. Wow. So you haven't seen it?
No, I've
You got
not.
me all excited.
I've seen the trailer.
I'm not as crushed as earlier when I said this is what I want to do, and you go, I love it. I don't like that idea. I was like, oh, and you're like, I love it. You've seen the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not gonna
Bikinis.
Those of you that have seen it are gonna know the scene where one of the main characters goes to the car and acts like they're sad, but then they're thrilled, like yes, and you're like, whoa, wow, that's a twist. That's how the Lakers feel about LeBron. Like, oh man. Then once he's gone, like, yeah, it worked. That's how. Anyway.
Wow.
You know, whatever.
I see it. No, that
You can't praise the reference if you haven't seen the film. You don't even. You can't. Bursch knows.
What are you talking about? You did a
yeah,
great,
you crushed the bill. I get it. Sprinkle. You haven't.
You acted it out well.
That
though.
would be like me
I don't need
saying, "Let me tell you a great analogy," and I tell you in Mandarin, and then you go, "Oh, that's the best thing I've ever heard." And I go, "You speak Mandarin?" And you go, "No." That's
okay,
the
look,
same thing.
We were talking about
it doesn't. If you don't,
we did a whole segment on the Emmys today. That was great acting by you. I think you should be proud of yourself. Okay, I was moved. I'm moved to tears here.
I think about moving just to get away from this conversation. I feel sad. No, the Kuminga. So here's the last thing I'll say on the sort of on this situation. We are, I think, properly, or I am properly, reminding folks this may not work, and it may be a disaster, and the Lakers may be absolutely, I hope not, but they could be up a creek without a paddle. We'll see. It is worth noting that if things go badly, they still have Luka Doncic, and if Luka were like going badly as Luka forcing his way out, there is a reinvention. I know it would be painful, but it's not as if it doesn't work, you're bad for 8 years. It's more like you have to reset and have a bad year or two. And so that's still kind of a downer. My bad.
Yeah, look.
That was still a downer. But it's true.
I'm excited, though, because it's new. It's fresh. And I feel like the Lakers gained their independence back. Like, I'm fun to watch some unknown teams and players play together. Also, you mentioned the P.J. Washington thing. Is the Kuminga a little smokescreen for P.J. Washington?
I think
it'd be so tough. It'd be impossible to kind of it'd be very difficult to pull that off. But
I'd rather have Kuminga.
Me too.
Can I give you a take that you're not going to love, but I'm going to explain it? I'm as excited, or maybe I think I'm more excited for the Lakers than the Rams season. But here's why. The Rams season I kind of know is going to go well. The Lakers season I like watching teams I'm interested in where I have no idea what's going to happen. I know the Rams are going to win 15 games if Stafford's healthy. I'm really excited to watch the first 20 Lakers games and see if they're 15-5 or they're 5-15.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the thing, too. There's going to be a lot in play, too, because the J.J. Redick, the Rob Pelinka. I love it all, baby. It's must-see TV for me.
I'm glad you like my housemaid analogy. It was really good question.
That was so good, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. 855-97-LA fan.
You're indicating a little bit.
Thank you. I got it. You're a very nice man. We are going to answer your questions. You can still throw them our direction. Best place to do that is probably the YouTube stream at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. We have lots of them, but if you want to get in the mix, we'd like to answer any question you have next on DMAC and Reiter. Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Those of you watching on the stream might have seen this. Those of you that are listening on the FM didn't. This is what I'm dealing with, okay? I'm hanging out. I'm sitting here. We're talking. I start to drink water. Doug says something so funny, I almost spit my entire water on my computer. You always wait till I'm drinking, where you're just like, zinger!
Hey, man, I forgot what I even said.
I don't remember either, but it was there. Can I?
I'm
gonna take a sip
I'm
of water.
still moved by your acting in the last segment.
Can you not be funny for?
What was the line again? What was the line? It was so good.
Stop it. Oh, stop it.
When are you gonna rock your polo for the first time? You're 97 with a fan polo.
I haven't worn it yet. When am I?
Yeah, when are going? Yeah.
You tell me, man.
Would you rock it on the show? I feel like I don't think I've ever.
I'm not a polo guy.
I've never seen a polo.
Do you go? I'll golf. If we go golfing, I'll wear it.
You guys got the suit. You dress like a super cool like LA dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that's your
I'm
vibe.
not sure where this is going.
No, I'm serious. Like, have you chased that vibe intentionally, or that's just something like the T-shirt thing?
No.
It's like, yeah. No, those are the coolest dudes. I'm not even joking.
I'm not sure what.
No, those are the
I'm
coolest.
uncomfortable with the kindness.
No,
I don't know where it's. Just bring the.
No, Jean told me she was like he dresses like a really cool Manhattan Beach dad.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I am a Manhattan Beach dad, so we got some of that. We got some of that right. Are you wearing a jersey? Are we doing Jersey Fridays or not? Every time you tell me like we're not wearing a suit, you show up in an Armani suit. It's Jersey for you. You bring a sweater. It's Sweater Tuesday. You come in a t-shirt. What are we doing tomorrow?
I mean,
Jersey.
All
I'm
my soccer boy jerseys are basically for losing teams now. The USA at Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wear a baseball. I might wear a Dodgers jersey tomorrow.
Really?
Well, but does Argentina play tomorrow? Does Argentina?
Argentina.
I think they do. Then I might wear the Argentina. I don't know.
If you better wear an Argentina.
Argentina. Okay.
Vargentina. VA Argentina.
I'm ignoring you. We were just talking some basketball, and by the way, basketball coverage on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, is presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi, one price, 5 years, guaranteed. Xfinity, imagine that. Imagine you not making fun of Argentina. How dare you? How dare you?
France taking it, baby.
Oh, we got a bunch of comments.
Let's go.
You want some questions? Okay.
Yes.
Mike, 1463. Who, in your opinion, are on the LA Sports Mount Rushmore as far as performance and cultural impact?
It's pretty deep, pretty loaded.
LA Sports Mount Rushmore. Okay, so I'm going to go Kobe Bryant, Magic. What?
I don't want to influence your list.
Ohtani.
Oh my.
What?
These are the we'd have the same list this
Vin Scully.
Oh, Vin Scully. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing somebody really important. You know what? I think I might put Dr. Buss on there. How many people go on a Mount Rushmore? 4?
Yeah, Quattro.
It has to be 4.
Well, yeah, maybe you some.
Can I have Mount Rushmore?
Yes, LeBron. Yes, LeBron. You can. I'll do you. I'll be you. Yeah, because you're asking for more.
What?
Remember you interview LeBron?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I thought you were saying something else. But maybe I don't like LeBron because as soon as you compare.
Jeez, I know.
I got aggressive. Sorry. The fro, the brain doesn't work as well. Too much hair. Too much pressure on the head. Does that sound right? So I went Ohtani. Wow, did I go too many? Somewhere that's on the mix for me.
Yeah, that's really, really good. I mean, for me, that was what our three are the same. Like I got Kobe, I got Shohei, I got Magic Johnson, and then the fourth, man, that's a really great pull. I wish that I would have said that before you, honestly, with the Vin Scully, because if you're talking cultural impact, but you know what? Cultural impact, I think I'll go Fernando Valenzuela. Valenzuela,
that's a great
bringing
one.
an entirely different demographic of people into Dodger Stadium when the Mexican community here embraced Fernando Valenzuela. That is what took the Dodgers to the next level. I still hold it to be true today that if it weren't Fernando Valenzuela on the Dodgers, I don't think Shohei Ohtani is a Dodger. I think there's a direct link there because he took the Dodgers franchise, exploded to a whole other level. So yes, as far as players, you can talk about Kareem, UCLA championships, the Lakers, but culturally, I think
we forgot one.
Who did we forget?
Dr. Wooden.
You gonna go Wooden?
Yeah, I think so. Wizard of Westwood, yeah.
I mean, cultural impact. I'm a UCLA alum, and I'm like, I don't know about. I mean, look,
really for
a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Are
you crazy?
I gotta go with the athletes, dude.
He might be number one, dude.
I got like Kareem, the championships, 5 championships, and then all the national championships that he won at UCLA.
The awe that I have when I was around Dr. Wooden, the awe that was inspired that I saw in the eyes of people who would be on most Mount Rushmores of most places they came from. I think Dr. Wooden's on there.
So Wooden's over. So Kareem 5
you
titles.
You look so angry. Did Wooden's relative did Wooden's like grandson like steal a girlfriend from you? Do you hate Dr. Wooden?
I love
because you look a little put out.
Well, just because look, first of all, you're doing something crazy here.
I didn't go, Ricky Pooch from LA Galaxy or whatever. No one even knows who that is. Soccer player.
We do. You know why? Because you made it. He had him on one of our top 5, bottom 5 lists. You threw him out there. So
I did,
yeah. Look, I mean,
okay.
I think, but look, all those guys. The cool thing is, LA has so many.
Kobe's a lock.
Wayne Gretzky,
Magic's a lock. I actually don't think Shohei's a lock yet. He's a lock for me, but I think he's still playing. So, like, in theory, if I'm like Mount Rushmore, you can't still be president. Kind of trying to find like a loophole here.
Yeah,
that's a really good question.
Jerry West.
Oh man,
player and GM.
I don't think I put him on there. I think I put Dr. Buss ahead of Jerry West.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I'm not
Buss
mad at that poll.
Second,
I'm not mad at that poll at all.
We're going to get through 2 questions, aren't we?
Yes, bank that for next week.
Coleman Burns, do you think Wemby and the Spurs will be as competitive next year? Not much movement in free agency. Also, Chris Paul may have contributed off the bench and been huge for them had he still been there. Yeah, I think that you have to fail in the NBA to like work. Look at the Celtics team that won an NBA championship a few years ago. They made 4 or 5 conference finals before that. They lost in the finals to the Warriors a few years earlier. I think the Spurs are going to be competitive for a long, long time.
I do too. I mean, the stability of that organization. I mean, we'll see what they do as far as that open spot for the radio broadcaster. Of course, with all the everything that's gone on there with that. But it's Victor Wembanyama. He could win the MVP next season.
The next one is not for me because you are the fan and you have to answer the question on DMAC and Reiter.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to do anything, but I think
I have to do anything.
No one's saying
anything. You tell me I do.
No one is saying it would be Christian Pulisic-like. Okay.
Okay.
But it would be.
All right.
Francisco Fernandez, would you rather have the Lakers win a three-peat and the Dodgers go back to a 30-year drought, or would you rather have the Dodgers catch up to the Yankees in World Series rings and the Lakers have that drought?
That's such a great
question.
That's such a great question. And I will say this. I'll go with the Dodgers catching up to the Yankees because the Lakers already are the Yankees of the NBA.
Can we get a cheer?
Right? They already are that. They have the 17 championships. They've made it to almost half the NBA finals ever. A 30-year drought would hurt, but guess what? We had a 32-year drought for the Dodgers from 88 to 2020. So I can live with the drought. The Lakers have their championships. I got my 2010 Kobe over the Celtics Lakers championship that felt like 40 championships for me, and I would love both, but give me the Dodgers there. That's a great question, though.
That's the best you've sounded since I was you an hour ago.
You're crazy.
Did I there?
What's your?
That was a great answer. And a great question.
So from obviously, you're converting, dude.
Not on the Lakers. I mean, look, I'm not rooting against the Lakers, but I've covered that day to day.
Serious question.
Okay.
Who was your NBA team growing up?
The Bulls.
The Bulls.
Yeah, Jordan's Bulls. But the minute I started covering it went away. Like, it just became work, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how some fancy chefs want to eat at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
I'm the fancy chef in this analogy.
Wow, Michelin star right here.
Wow. Michelin Bill. Speedster, this is a fun segment. Speedster 2000. If you had to take out one Dodgers postseason, what would it be? 19, 22, or 23? So one gets erased from history. Didn't happen.
Man, that's a good one too.
Dark question.
That's a good one too. Yeah. First of all, Lance Lynn, I've been told just gave up another home run. That's so Lance Lynn gave up 4 home runs in that game 3. Terrible. And he just gave another one. Wow, just as I spoke. But 2022, just because that 2022 team lose to the Padres, and also had the Dodgers finish the job there. Then probably they go down as potentially one of the best teams ever. But let me tell you this. My true take on that is I'm glad what transpired in both those seasons happened. You know why? Because when Shohei Ohtani signed with the Dodgers,
which one did you take out? I'm sorry.
I took out 2022.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
But I was.
My buddy's like texting me right now.
So
about a drink.
2022, the Dodgers won 111 games. They lost to the Padres.
Okay.
They didn't even get to the CS. They didn't get to the. I mean, the only team to do that. Really, the biggest failure regular season to postseason. But without those failures, I don't think they land Shohei Ohtani, because when Shohei Ohtani signed here, he made it very clear that the Dodgers sold him on a vision that everything they had accomplished in the 10 years before that, they considered a failure. On the Dodgers considered a failure. By that look, I can tell, going a little long.
No, not long. I just, a little long. All right, I'm going to do this. This next one's for me, so I'll do it very quickly, and then we'll just keep doing this next segment after we do the hero.
Yeah.
Right. Francisco Fernandez again, who asked you the difficult question about Lakers or Dodgers drought versus success, has one for me. Bill, I haven't read it yet. Would you rather have the USA win the World Cup and LA doesn't win any championships for the next 50 years, or USA never wins the World Cup and LA teams are champions every year? I'm not an LA fan is the thing. You're going to have to, but I like the Dodgers, and my kid's a Dodgers fan and a Lakers fan.
I think...
you want to answer my question?
No, I'm not going to answer your question, but I will say this, that one of my goals for this show, it's going to be around forever, is to fully convert you to all LA teams. I feel like you're close to the Dodgers and you're pretty close to the Rams.
I am going to... Yeah, I like the Rams a lot. I
want to hear love.
I really, really like the Dodgers, which makes me
really
feel...
like? Come on.
I mean, I'm a
propose.
It makes me feel like I cheated on the Cubs, but I've already left the Cubs, so it's... Okay, I'm going to go with no World Cup because, I mean, I would love to... I mean, that means every year we can talk about championships.
Yeah.
Just selfishly. All right, we're going to take more of your questions. The ones that apparently make me feel bad about myself. Your soul-scraping questions continue next on DMAC and Reiter. the fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. We will get to the hero of the day winner here in a second. Let's keep doing some of your comments. TextRex12 DMAC says, what is your favorite LA sports fan experience, both as a local and as a host for someone out of town? That's a great question. So they might be, I mean, a Dodgers game is the absolute first thing. You know what? For me, it's a Dodgers game. I will say this. I've taken people to I went to a lot of Lakers games for work, so maybe I take it for granted. People go crazy when they go to their first Lakers game.
Yeah, Lakers games are such a scene, for sure. I remember taking my now wife to the first Lakers game against the Bulls, and I was like, this is a Lakers game. You know what I mean? It's like it's a different vibe, for sure. Yeah. Everyone dresses like super cool. I've got a leather jacket. I'm gonna wear it to Staples, right?
Henry's first was a playoff game against the Grizzlies.
Really?
Where the one where LeBron got kicked in the you know what?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was like hooked for life.
That's pretty amazing.
It was because you know how there's an energy to that too.
Yeah.
It was really. Man,
it's like you're at a wrestling match, like a WWE, right? It's that hype.
I don't buy tickets because I always got credentialed. I was like, oh
whoa,
my God.
That was such a flex.
Well, I bought these tickets, and it was earth-shatteringly expensive. I couldn't believe it. By the way, Tommy Edman, who I doubted and you didn't, is the hero of the day. Yay!
Tommy Edman.
Go.
I crushed that going to sound earlier, dude. That was crazy. I absolutely nailed that.
I will fly you the bird. Asks, what are the odds that Freddie Freeman retires as a Dodger? I know what we all want, but are the honest odds that he does? And I guess that's different than he makes it a couple more years and gets to that sort of mark we're all hoping for.
Yeah, I still think that his family loves it here. His dad gets to watch every single game. He has I think, enhanced his future Hall of Fame legacy here. And I think it comes down to the role he could possibly have for this team, and if there's still a Dalton Rushing, Will Smith combination behind the dish, because at first base, he really has to play it, because Shohei Ohtani is most likely going to be the DH still going to pitch. Look, I will say this, a lot changes. A couple years from now, is Shohei still pitching, or is he in the outfield
play
somewhere?
40? He's 36, right?
Yeah, so he'll be 37, I think. I want to 36, 37. He wants to play till 40, which would be 2 more years. So for him to play till 40, I think his birthday's in September, right? If I want to say.
September 12th,
there we go.
37.
There you
go.
You
nailed it. Yep.
So he
okay,
is.
3 more years. Yeah.
So including this year. So he'll have to sign ultimately a 2-year deal.
Holding your foot to the fire here because they want an answer. Percentage chance you think he retires a Dodger?
I'm going to say 85%.
I think that's
I really feel like
positive.
He wants to end his career here.
Is Mayati 1D? Sorry, is Mayati 1? DMAC, the D was yours.
Yo.
DMAC still hasn't said how bad Ohtani is with runners in scoring position. Don't be afraid, DMAC.
Look, I mean, that was the case last year for Shohei Ohtani as well. I think that for Shohei, he tries to do a lot in certain situations. And I think here's the thing, too, and I will give Bill some credit here on this one, is maybe if he's batting leadoff, he's not getting the same amount of opportunities when it comes to with runners in scoring position. So does that throw him off when he does finally get those opportunities? Because right now this season, but here's the thing though, I mean, like, what does he even mean? Like, lately he hasn't been great, but he hasn't been great in general. But for the season, I mean, he's still hitting .299 with a .937 OPS with runners in scoring position. So to say that he hasn't been good is just not true.
What? That's pretty good.
Yeah,
dude.
.299 was he's 20 of 67 with 4 home runs, 2 doubles, and 2 triples and 3 doubles, 38 RBI in those situations. And I think with runners on, he's still hitting 300. I mean, dude,
that's pretty good.
All these are great numbers, dude. Like, of late has had some struggles, but he's been very, very good.
That's very impressive.
Only thing that he would be down on would be runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He's hitting .222 with a .679 OPS.
I already deleted the question. I apologize for organization's sake, but perhaps he misspoke here on DMAC and Reiter, mistyped. And what he meant to say is, why won't the Dodgers allow him to have runners in scoring position? DMAC, don't be afraid to say Bill is right. He shouldn't hit in leadoff. He didn't. I already deleted it. I don't know if that's what he wrote, what he meant. Maybe that's what he meant. That was a no.
He's doing just fine.
I don't want to argue. All right. He's pretty good. Speedster 2000. Who would the Dodgers give up for Skubal? because DePaul is a top 5 prospect. Sirota is making an MVP, I think, case in the minors. Hope looks like the second coming of, I can't read this, and Tibbs is getting hot. My computer just got lines through it in here.
Yeah, I think that you're going to give one of those outfield prospects. I mean, Mike Sirota, I believe, is that 70-game on-base streak. He's been great. I would say, though...
Who are they giving up?
I would say Emmett Sheehan.
Okay.
Possibly River Ryan, and then Zaire Hope. I think those are the 3 guys.
River Ryan's hurt. Is he still hurt?
Yeah, he's doing the hamstring, but Brandon Gomes, Dodgers GM, said it wasn't too much. I mean, I would have loved to give up those guys, but you got to give up something to get something. I think they really like Tibbs. They really, really like DePaul. They were not going to want to include in any deal, most likely. But, hey, they've got a lot of outfield prospects, and you can't keep them all, and they're not all going to grow into guys that are going to have success for this team.
DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Easy 213. No one wants JK, Jonathan Kuminga. There is no market for him. Why do you think he's still available? I mean, I think there's a market for him at the lower price that he's going to command than he used to. Yes, his player option was not taken at $23 million. Is reclamation project the right term?
I think that, yeah. I mean, he's still, you look at how he left Golden State, and he still was a positive for the Hawks. He really was, just in more limited minutes, right? 20, 21 minutes per game. I still think that there's a lot of teams out there that have their doubts on Kuminga. He doesn't make the most sense for teams that want a tried and true established product, but it's still an intriguing project. He's a project. Anyone that's going to sign him for whatever they're going to sign him for is going to expect more from him. There is a market, yeah.
Sports writer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's your literal...
DMAC.
Isn't that your thing?
DMAC. What other movies is this hot guy in that you mentioned earlier in the show?
Come on, man. Dude, that's out of pocket, bro.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
I meant, dude, so it's the summertime.
Okay.
It's the summertime.
I can play it.
What was the movie called? What was the movie called?
The Housemaid. Bro, it's good. You should see it.
Yeah. No. So,
I saw it on an airplane. I was like, I'll watch it. It was amazing. It was great.
Yeah, so you're talking...
Sydney Sweeney, she's a fine actress.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it on a streaming service? Where'd you see it?
I saw it on an airplane.
Oh, okay. It's a good airplane movie? Yeah. I think Moneyball, Crazy Rich Asians
you have a flight
great...
coming up at some point soon. You should watch it on the flight.
Chill, man.
The next time you're on a flight.
Okay.
I can't say you're going to be on a plane someday. You're out of pocket. You're out of pocket for calling me out of pocket.
No, so I'm trying to get the actor's name.
Plain chill. Is it a secret?
No. I don't know. I said
you're going on vacation in a week?
But yeah, the actor, I forgot the actor's name, but I forgot I even said that. I meant it's really...
You said he's a super hottie dude.
I meant it's the summertime and it's humid around the country. There's a heat wave.
That's not what you meant.
There's a heat wave.
Oh, okay.
There's a heat wave that's in the East Coast, and he's extremely... the temperature's hot.
All right, last one. From at Sports Writer. Doug,
what's happening here?
Why are you so awesome?
Come on. Well... That's not for me to ask, but my mom would agree with you on that one.
No, that's that was fun. I like doing some Q&As.
Yeah, honestly, it's great. I mean, hey, fire away, guys. The thing about this show, which I think everyone will appreciate, is we are not going to be ducking questions. We appreciate all questions, and I think that, hey, the more difficult the question, I think the better, especially when it's for Bill.
If anybody out there wants to ask Doug about his favorite hot actors, you can do it tomorrow in the chat at the Fan LA.
Dude.
At the Fan. There's good-looking people in the world. That's okay. I'm not afraid. Whatever. Matthew McConaughey's got some riz.
His name is Brandon Sklenar. Brandon Sklenar, you know him? Bursch.
You're saying it. I like that. You're saying his name like me being like, what's her name? Is it Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
Sweeney? I don't know. Kind
so,
of heard of her.
Yeah.
I've never seen Euphoria.
You haven't?
No,
you probably don't need
dark,
to.
Man. Really?
The ending. You want to know what happens at the end?
No, don't tell me.
Okay, so
are you? This is the second time. Are you the spoiler guy?
I actually have a bad rep for spoiling stuff.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny.
It's not funny.
It is because,
it's
dude, watch it with the rest of us.
I haven't yet. That's why it's gonna be spoiled.
So what happens
am I supposed to go to your living room and be on your schedule? Doug's watching it on Tuesday. I better be there.
So Sydney Sweeney, in Euphoria, she
don't tell me.
No, okay, fine. Well, last season,
there are
Nate
people
Jacobs.
Who haven't seen it. There are people who haven't seen. People are driving around.
Zenday's Rue is Zendaya's character, and what happens to her at the end of the show is
I cannot wait for the new Spider-Man movie. By the way,
oh, that's gonna be great.
I'm here for it, dude. What are you more excited about? That or Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey?
Man, I'm a big Christopher Nolan guy. I got to see The Odyssey.
It's getting incredible reviews.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot like you.
Is it? I think July 19th, right?
I think a week or two.
Yeah.
What are you around? Are we on vacation?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Like we're off. I don't know what's happening. All I know is that a vacation away from you doesn't even feels like sadness.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even emotionally prepared for it yet, but I am emotionally prepared for tomorrow's show. Speaking of shows, the James Coe Show is coming up. Don't go anywhere. James has you covered till 10 o'clock tonight. He's Doug McCain. I'm Bill Reiter. We really appreciate you, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock on DMAC and Reiter.